when he suggested, like, why don't you try for Master Sword?
Yes.
Yeah. How did you come to Master Sword? How did you find out?
I definitely like had seen like Craigslist ads for Master Sword, and I did check it out initially, and that's how I knew Corey. Corey had mentioned he was part of Master Sword, and I was like, oh yeah, like, I know you guys. And like after jamming with him, and after like the project that I was currently working on kind of fell apart, that's when I was kind of like, all right, I'm looking for something else. And like I met up with Corey at that show, and you know he was like, I guess he proposed it to me. And you know, I wasn't like blown away by like the EP, but like so jamming like in person helped, like, you know, I guess
Helped you
more,
gauge,
like, confidence in the project, because Lily was there and you were there, and it was kind of more like the EP like had like the different singers. It was just kind of like
It was almost a completely different band.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, I guess.
So we're kind of live. We're not actually like
Streaming.
up. We're unlisted, but it is recording this. So I think if people want to go back, they could probably see what we're doing.
Okay.
So don't say anything too offensive.
Okay.
You heard that, Lily?
What?
We're kind of live, so don't say anything offensive.
Okay.
We're
So
like,
just don't talk.
All right.
It's being
did you just tell
documented,
the
but no
woman
one's
not to talk?
You didn't. What'd you say?
Matt?
Trigger.
What?
What you say?
I said it's being documented, just no one's watching at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Now recording.
But we got Andy's story, so that's pretty cool.
Is it?
Gonna save that for the live stream.
You can just tell it again when we're on the stream.
What was the story?
Yeah, but it won't be fresh.
About how Andy found the band and
Oh, yeah.
How everyone,
jammed with you.
we could do that, like everyone. My story's kind of funny.
My story.
You made it sound so much more dramatic than it is.
Yeah, it's an
Was
inside.
it yours?
It's an
just,
inside
like,
joke.
seeing an ad and realizing it was really close and being like, yeah, it sounds like a cool side project.
It was a little more like whatever. I'll do this until I don't feel like it anymore.
And here you are.
I know. Now I'm rearranging my effing basement.
Yep.
And that corner of the room is dedicated to leather crafting, a skill I acquired specifically for the band.
I had to talk them into taking me seriously because I live so far away. I said like 4 or 5 times, I was like, no, don't just not consider me because I live in Pennsylvania because I'm willing to drive.
Yeah, but
And Matt was like,
I've been in so many bands where people just quit because they're like, it's too far to drive.
I mean, I was
nowhere
I was
near that
expecting
far.
you to quit because of like when you
when I moved back.
When you moved back, I was like, I don't know how this is gonna work.
It still worked,
I mean,
just not as well.
It's definitely nicer having you.
Yeah,
Here, yeah.
for sure. What's up?
Sorry, pain on glass.
Oh.
Can you stay back there, please?
Are you just going to do it on the paper? Oh, no.
What are you guys doing?
I mean, if worst comes to worst, I can just, like, we can draw, like, pencil lines, and I'll just draw it on the paper in block letters with a paint marker.
Yeah, I think we'll be fine.
Yo!
Well, welcome to our casting couch.
Yep.
We are technically recording right now, just so you know.
Perfectly staged.
Mr. Sword, party time.
Excellent! Woo, 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 woo!
Okay, well, you guys enjoy. We're going to watch from the safety of upstairs. We'll
Okay.
be in a different zone.
Away from the
Get in the
stained
zone,
couches.
auto zone. Yeah.
It's gonna get pretty hectic down here.
And the squirt fairy. Squirt fairy.
And now I know.
The squirt
already-
fairy?
I've used this couch
Let's not
primarily.
destructure that at all.
Mary, you have no room to throw stones.
Oh!
Papa.
Do you have any paint thinner?
You need paint thinner?
I got it off of the glass.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I think
What are
I
you even doing
saw
over there,
Master Sword's
Setting
listing.
everything up.
I saw Master Sword on
Oh.
Bandmix.
Yeah.
at some point before Matt contacted me, but I don't really know how long ahead of him contacting me that I saw Master. But I remember when Matt messaged me, I was like, oh wait, I saw this band on Bandmix.
I saw Jesse advertising that the band needed a singer, and Lysink had like broken up a month or two prior. I think a month. I don't think it was that long.
Dude, I'm just shocked that you listened to the EP and you're like, yeah, I'll drive 3 hours.
Okay,
for
but
it."
I only listened to one song, and it was The Mountain.
Okay.
So yeah. I told Matt he's super lucky that was because it was randomized. Because I went back and I listened to it later, like after the audition and everything.
And you're like, shit, why did I audition for this?
I was like, some of these are not great.
Scooting down one?
Why, you want to be in the middle?
Yeah, I need to be in front of the laptop.
I thought you were.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. I thought Sean was sitting.
I
over
can
there.
move back over there. I was just keeping Andy fun.
You were keeping Andy
What?
fun.
Keeping me fun?
Wow.
It's gonna be difficult.
I was just keeping Andy fun.
Andy's always fun.
That's true.
Matt, when you
Might be a little different.
Hit the go live button. So you
Yeah,
can
I'll let
couch.
you do that. It's already live, so really you just need to send out the link.
Oh, wait. Oh, to Facebook.
And Discord, I guess.
No, it's
Well, in that case, you can probably do that and get over there in time, right?
Yeah.
Unless you just want me to literally like hit the button.
Get in the zone.
Yeah.
Auto zone.
just making sure
It's my money and I need it
Um,
now.
Comments are going to be on YouTube, right?
Could you? I want to send the link in the chat. I want to make sure it's working.
I don't know.
Yeah, someone could open
The
it up.
master chat.
I'm going to have to have it open on here, right?
Yeah, I mean, really, all of you can open it if you want to see the questions.
But the link is where we're going to be able to see people's comments, right? So we can answer them.
Really, all.
Yeah,
of
but we
you
can also open it on our phones and read
Yeah.
the comments there.
You
But,
gotta pick questions.
But the link is where we're going to be able to see people's
but
comments.
if we all have the stream open, won't that just lag?
Yeah, probably.
If you're on his
I mean-
Wi-Fi.
If you turn off the video, though, it should be fine.
Fortune.
YouTube.
Yeah, it's still
Wait, how tall are you, Lily?
5'6". Why?
Oh, okay. I was wondering. Cause in the screenshot, for the happy hour, I'm.
Do you feel short?
No, it's the opposite actually. I thought
feel so
that
tall?
I thought you and I were the same height.
Oh, are you taller than me?
Yeah, I'm 5'8".
2 whole inches. Ooh,
Where are they?
2 inches can
Can
be
make
a lot
a
of
difference. I knew you were gonna go there.
You softballed it to me.
I did.
What do you say?
Served
Andy?
it right up on a platter.
And he says his is width.
Oh my.
His is ripped.
Girth.
Yeah, width. Yeah,
Oh,
that's it.
oh.
All right, we're live.
Chase, you're live.
Oh, we're
Sort of. I don't know if anyone's watching.
You've been live.
Did you mark this as
Oh my
not for
God.
kids?
Yeah, please mark it as not for
That looks pretty
children.
good though.
It does.
I'll be ready with the censor button to just.
The dump button.
So just the
pull-
whole thing.
pull out
just
the
a
webcam.
giant bleep noise.
Hey, we even got the Gerudo
Well, that
flag
was a
in there.
bleep.
That's cool.
How are we doing this?
I'll live.
I mean, I have a dog next to me, or I would slide.
He's
But
a
he seems
person.
Very comfortable.
Oh.
Wow,
Wow.
that was cold. That was cold.
I
as
was.
shit.
That's why I'm sticking up for him.
Oh my God.
You're a nice man.
I know.
Don't listen to her. She's just hurtful.
Of course, it sent out the alert
God.
on YouTube.
What?
17 minutes ago.
Yeah.
For the one I mistakenly put on.
Whoops.
Alert.
Alert. Alert.
People are gonna watch that one and then just be like, oh, that was.
That was short and weird.
Did we already post in Discord?
Well, no, because it's supposed to be Patreon only.
Yeah, but there are some patrons in Discord, right?
Yeah.
Most of them.
But then it would give the link.
Yeah,
to
we'd have to share it with everyone.
Oh, that's true.
Did you share it with the Patreon people?
Yeah, it's on Patreon.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know how things work.
Guys, you got one current viewer.
It's probably me.
It's probably one of us.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense because we're all looking.
Yeah, it's probably actually my laptop.
I don't know how things work.
Can we make that a soundbite?
Yes. Please.
Do that like the
Matt's gonna
second
put it
before
as the
breakdown.
ringtone
I don't
for
know
me.
how things work.
Yes, yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
New
I don't
intro.
know how things
Done.
work.
It's perfect.
You got one guy at least.
Woo.
Hey, Magnus.
Hey,
Oh.
how's
Hey,
it
Rana.
going?
I knew he'd be the first.
The first of his name.
And hopefully he won't be the last.
It's like 8 o'clock, I think. Like
Oh,
his time.
that's a good time. 8 o'clock
Yeah.
is a good time.
8 or
I
8:30.
might just
Yeah,
post
8:30.
it on the Discord.
It can be a Christmas present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of our patrons already said that they can't make it, so.
Who dat? Who dat? It does look magical. Thank you.
What looks magical?
This is Sean's basement.
This is where the
It's a
magic
magical
happens.
place. Literally where the magic happens.
Yeah, we practice here all the time. Well, or at
Or
least
we
we
used
did.
to.
Yeah, we did.
Pre-pandemic.
Are you gonna? Oh, I was about like, you just gonna take in the bottle?
I'm just gonna drink out of the bottle. You
Yeah.
guys don't need this.
It's fiery.
Who dat? Who dat? Oh, that's me. Just me. So this wine was a present from
Hunter Chew.
Hunter Chew.
Hunter Chew, which we are trying for the first time today.
And which
Which I
one
don't
is
know
that
if
one?
he's here yet.
This is the
The primrose.
primrose.
Ooh, I like that.
Is it a dessert wine?
Could I have a
It
cup?
tastes kind of like it. It's definitely a rosé. It's a bit sweet, but I like that. So
Yeah, I'll try it.
Here you go.
it is a bit sweet.
I mean, I prefer
one's that?
sweet
It's
wine.
more like
wine.
barefoot than
the
other
primrose.
wines, I would say.
I'll try it. I probably won't like it because I
No,
don't
you
like
won't like
sweet
it.
wines.
It's very sweet. It is very sweet. Very, very.
Ugh.
It's like if you put sugar in a bottle and then made it alcohol.
So me?
It's like if you just drank Sean right out of a bottle.
Pinky's out. It's nice. It's all right.
Mhm.
It's definitely like not my
I like it.
cup of tea, but
I would drink it.
Matt, which channel did you put it on Discord?
The Master Sword channel.
The channel.
Did you at everyone?
I did.
Nice.
Excuse me.
at her.
Hey.
Hey, Honor Chew.
What up?
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
Thank you for the wine.
Yes, thank you for the wine, which we are currently drinking.
and
appreciate
eating
it.
cheese.
Mm-hmm.
We're fancy and stuff.
Yes, we decided to be a little fancy today and have a little charcuterie situation. I don't know what
What's
which
the
cheese.
charcuterie sitch?
Do you want some?
You just sniffing that
Please.
knife?
I was debating which cheese I wanted.
she was,
I will take the.
she was licking the knife.
I was thinking about whether I wanted to stab this cheese or you. I'm just kidding.
That sounds like most band practices.
Hey, Rad Plaid Dad.
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Sorry your hour's not going to be as happy as ours.
Is he at work?
I think
Yeah,
he's at work.
Aw.
That's who it was. Says at work.
Nothing wrong.
Yeah. Give me the mushroom cheese.
Yeah, working on a Sunday is never fun.
Can you guys hear us all right?
Dankeschön.
Mm-hmm.
Grab me some crackers.
Dead air.
They can probably hear me chewing.
Yeah, this is an ASMR channel now. Get
Yep.
real close to the
Yeah,
mic.
welcome to our mukbang.
Gross.
What? Why is that gross?
Because I don't want people listening to me chewing.
That's a huge market on the internet.
I'm not interested.
You got to be willing to go after any business opportunities.
I think that is false. That is very
Are
much
you going
false.
to head up our OnlyFans, Kojo?
Kojo is our OnlyFans.
I'm our
What?
only fan.
I think it was Rad Plaid Dad who made the joke of like, and I shared this on a leatherworking forum that Discord channel that I'm on, and about I think it was Rad Plaid Dad. He was like, yeah, you should make an OnlyFans and just call it Leather Daddy because you're a father and you make leather. And he's like, why's there only pictures of belts on here? And I shared that, and like everyone in that
So
that
good.
leatherworking chat appreciated the joke.
So funny.
I think that was you, Rad Plaid, but good on you. It was funny.
That was a beautiful joke. Beautiful.
He
We also
says
have a
yes.
puppy dog here.
Yeah. I shared your joke, and it was well received in the leather crafting community.
Does anybody else want wine?
I'm finishing up my tea.
Okay.
Beer going on.
Cool, cool.
I sound a little bit like Sean Connery when my mouth is full of cheese.
Yes, I told you a
That was
story.
well received.
I have a friend. I won't say his name, but when he's Chinese, but when he gets drunk, he speaks with a British accent, even though he's never been to the UK. It's really weird.
That's magical.
That sounds like pulling a Lindsay Lohan.
Why?
Wait,
Like, she developed, like, this weird accent, or at least she, like, pretended to have an accent because she lived in, like, South Africa for, like, a hot minute.
Uh-huh.
I know. Look it up on YouTube, like,
She
Lindsay
was there for
Lohan
like
accent.
a month, and she was like, I was there so long. I
Yeah,
got an
yeah,
accent."
exactly.
Oh my god.
And, like, the
Hold
internet
on.
made fun of her for, like, a week, and then they forgot about her again. Because, you know, it's Lindsay Lohan, but...
Yeah.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Sorry, we lost all the Lindsay Lohan fans.
Yeah.
Aw, sorry guys.
The whole chat's gone.
There's a lot
Hey,
of
The
overlap.
Parent Trap was really good. As a child, I
Yeah, I
really
loved
enjoyed
that movie as a
That was
kid.
great. And I never understood. I always thought that she actually had a twin because I
Me
had seen
too.
like I saw the Mary Kate and Ashley
Yeah, I
Olsen
thought it was
things,
the
and I was
same
like, oh,
thing.
same situation. Not
Wouldn't
at all.
it have been
What a
so
lie.
much easier just to cast someone who was actually a twin?
Probably.
And she was no one at that
She
point.
did such a good job, though. That was a great
I
movie.
guess.
She was
Nope.
great in Mean Girls.
Yeah.
That movie was
Yeah,
a lot
she
of fun.
was.
They were all pre Machete, which was an interesting situation. The
What's
movie
that?
Machete? You've never seen that?
I've never seen
Oh,
it.
Danny Trejo. Come on, guys.
I know
I know
Danny
he's in
Trejo. I
it.
know he was
Yeah.
in there, but I've never
It's
seen
like
the movie.
a silly movie that is. I think it was only made because of Rodriguez
Yeah.
making
Danny Trejo being Danny Trejo with
Death
machetes.
Proof and Planet Terror and stuff.
Yeah.
So they had that as like a fake preview, and everybody was so excited about it that they made it real, and it
So-
was amazing.
The Sean Connery reference from earlier reminds me. Tell them what the original name for Let Me Show You the Night was.
Oh God. So when I wrote the lyrics initially, I thought it was much cooler to say like
I remember
I
this.
shall show you the night, but when you sing it, it was like I shall show you the night. I was like, this is not gonna work. So it took
I
us.
shall show you.
I know.
Sure, you should not.
When you say
Yeah,
it
no,
so
yeah,
fast,
like,
it
I
just
couldn't say
sounded
it
like
without
the
it sounding like Sean
dumbest
Connery,
thing
yeah.
ever. It was so stupid. So we were
shall
like,
show you
no, this
something.
needs to be different. You gotta watch the S's when you're singing songs. Like it's such a thing
What's
that
the
you
S's
don't.
when you're singing songs? Certainly sound.
It's so true.
Sometimes
though.
when you
Yeah.
sing a song that has
Yes.
too many S's, it's gonna sound a little silly.
And
Exactly.
it becomes very difficult for the mixing engineer
Yeah.
to
Oh, the
A
deal
spit
with
cream
it.
can only
yeah,
do
sibilants
so much.
create
So-
this weird frequency.
This is definitely the one made with Concord grapes because it tastes like grape juice.
Oh no.
Hunter.
Aw.
This is very sweet.
I
Sean-
love
Sean-
sweet wine.
Sean doesn't
so
like
thank
sweet
you.
wine.
Yeah,
But
I'm in heaven right now.
I don't mind
Y'all
sweet
can
wine.
suck it.
yeah, they're all pretty much
Yeah.
designed for Lily's palate.
What can I say? The people love me. I said the
Okay.
people, not you.
You're not people.
Somewhere.
Some people, not here.
Oh, that is hard.
I really like this one.
Really? Okay.
I like this one.
Oh, that's the rosé.
I haven't tried the other one. Although
It's
this
just very.
I got the what do they call it? The Noel Noir. I think it was a Pinot Noir with something added.
Christmas spirit.
Yeah, the Christmas spirit is sugar. But it was actually pretty good because Pinot Noirs are normally kind of bitter, so it actually balanced really well. I did like that one.
What's the other one there? The third one.
we
Oh.
should just start the day with the Concord directly onto toast.
White sangria.
That's probably going to be even sweeter than the primrose.
Yeah. All these.
Y'all better be prepared.
These
You're
are
gonna
all
go into a
diabetes.
diabetic coma later.
Yeah. I'll be back. If I leave, it's because I'm gonna go get vodka.
I mean, I bet these would be really good mixed.
Yeah, if you mix it with something. else.
Yeah.
Does,
Actually, with a
There's
good
big
club
bottle
soda
of
would
Latino
probably be.
on there.
do people mix wine and vodka in the same thing?
Well, sangria
Sometimes.
traditionally is like.
Yeah, with
Is-
added some fruit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Mhm.
usually some sort of fruit
Yeah,
and
the-
like either club soda or like orange juice. Oh, not orange
Some
juice,
people
but
add like rum too.
The
right?
best sangria is the homemade sangria where you have like the fruit in it so that when you eat the fruit, it is also alcoholic.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
I mean, didn't Lindsay make some?
her fall sangria, like back in the day when we could like
I think
get
I missed
together.
that one.
Yeah, I think that
That was a few months ago.
yeah the deck party that
Yeah.
Oh, I
you
did
came
miss the
to.
deck party. I saw the deck afterwards though. That was cool.
yeah I think you were up in PA at that point.
Yeah. Before the move.
Mhm.
The second move.
You have to-
So how was you guys' Christmas? Tell us in the chat. You guys can talk about your Christmases too, since, you know.
I was at my house alone.
Yep.
My roommate was there. So.
All right, so this is sad. So Christmas
Happy
Eve.
quarantine.
Aw.
Christmas Eve, my daughter, she insisted on putting out some milk and cookies for Santa Claus,
And
and
then you said, no, honey, Santa likes beer.
yeah, ho ho ho. Hey. But she also wanted to put out carrots for the reindeer, which was
Aw.
pretty adorable.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
And it was like the easiest time getting her to bed. I'm like, Mina, the earlier you go to bed, the sooner you get to wake up and get your presents from Santa. And she was really good. She didn't get out and sneak out once, so.
That you know of.
That I know of.
Oh,
But-
you're going to start
mean, she's
barricading
not
the
I
door.
can tell you, when I was a kid, I would sneak out all night.
So you found out that Santa was not real at a young age?
My parents were always good. I guess they
Yeah.
did it immediately after they, I went to sleep. So
Yeah.
that,
He's just standing in front of the camera eating.
I mean, that's what's going to happen.
He
with-
just slides his hand down.
So when did you
Cute.
guys... I have an interesting topic. When did you guys realize that Santa wasn't real? Or have you? Like, if
So-
you're still...
yeah.
Don't crush my dreams
Well,
right now,
so
Lily.
sorry.
Spoiler alert.
I'm sorry if you're watching with your children.
You shouldn't be that.
You shouldn't be.
I was told very early that Santa wasn't real because they didn't want me not believing in Jesus.
Did they tell you Jesus
Wow.
came Christmas
No,
Eve
no, they
on the
said
sleigh?
that Santa wasn't real because magic is of the devil and this holiday is for Jesus.
Oh, no. Oh, Age of Calamity. That's awesome. I
I'm
heard that's really good.
It is quite fun. I'm
Yeah.
still working on Age of Calamity, but I'm
The-
enjoying it.
I feel like the hardest part about Age of Calamity is
Why are
like
you
it.
posting in the chat, Gojo?
It takes.
Why not?
You're not his boss.
What are you laughing at? Like, are you laughing at us?
I was laughing at
He's
Michael.
always laughing at you.
No, just imagining him like watching himself. laughing.
Great
Oh my
content.
God.
30 minutes of Kojo just cackling.
So I have a funny story of whenever I was young and discovered that Santa wasn't real. It was like a very deductive reasoning sort of situation where like my dad had taken so much time to like get me this really nice like fold top desk. It was like really fancy, super nice, and he wrapped it all up and put "From Santa," which was his mistake. Because I was like, why does Santa have Daddy's handwriting?
Yeah, I
And
feel
my
like
dad was like, well, Santa can have whatever handwriting he wants. Like, he can fake other people's handwriting. I was like, I don't think
so
so.
Santa commits forgery crimes.
Like, they tried so hard, but at that point, it was like, the spell was broken, but I wasn't even upset about it. I was just, like, so happy that I had, like, one-upped on my dad and realized. I was like,
Daddy's a
yeah,
liar.
Daddy
I'm-
tricked
I'm-
me,
That
but
sounds
I
like
caught
Lily.
him at it.
I'm
Like,
pretty sure my older sister told me Santa
oh,
isn't
no,
real.
the
'Cause she-
monster.
If I
Cause
can't
she-
enjoy it, you can't.
Yeah, like
Oh,
she was like maybe 8 and I was like 4 or 5, and she told me. I was like, oh.
Oh, my God, that's so
You
sad.
know Santa isn't real, right?
Yeah.
God, older
Such a
siblings can
baby,
be
Jojo.
really mean
It's
sometimes.
like one of her friends is watching it with Mina.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope not.
No. My wife is definitely not watching this.
Okay.
Marion.
I know Marion.
Are
well,
they?
yeah. I think Mina took a nap though, or she's watching.
Yeah, I
Frozen.
think she's. Oh, well, I think Frey
It's
is.
not on camera.
Shush, invisible creature.
It's only a matter of time before he hops up there.
That's true. He's a very loving old man.
Yeah.
Talking about
He's my favorite
Kojo,
boomer.
obviously, not the dog.
I'm not an old man. I'm the youngest person here.
It's
Brag
true,
about
sadly.
it.
Yes, I will.
I know.
By like a
I will
lot.
remind all of you.
How old are you again? You're like 26, right?
27.
He's like
27.
18.
Okay.
18.
I think the next is Lily. You're older. And then
I don't remember.
Then me, then you, and then Andy, right?
Lily is 31, right?
I think so.
You're 1989,
I will
right?
not confirm.
I'm pretty sure I'm 31.
Yeah.
Turning 32.
It's easy because you're the same age as my sister.
Oh, okay. Well
Oh,
then,
this dog is about to get some
Hey.
cheese.
get down. That's my cheese. Oh, you look so sad now.
he's a cheese kind of star. There's many cheese sticks he's stolen from my daughter.
Mm.
Dogs
I bet.
don't digest cheese well.
No.
He's fine because
He's
he's eaten
old.
a lot of cheese in his life. Abby, come here.
I'm sure it
I'm
stinks
pretty
real
sure
bad.
he stole some chocolate at one
poops.
point too on the floor,
Yeah.
and he's
Each cheese
just
stick
fine.
is just one more.
Well, if it's a
about
small
half
amount of
fat.
chocolate.
Yeah, that's true.
You just see it grow as soon as he eats it.
Sir Ken, you got a
Turn
complaint
off the
on?
reactor.
Oh, poor Movado.
Come here, you boomer.
Yeah,
Come here,
I don't
little boomer.
understand the religious argument of Santa either, because that's literally what I was thinking of, was that Santa was based on Saint Nicholas, so I don't understand your parents being so weird about it.
Well, I wasn't allowed to watch Smurfs because it had magic and that was satanic.
Your family's real weird.
You're telling me? Come here, little guy.
My family is definitely religious, but they're not like that branch of religious
Yeah.
where I want to say it's like you demonize other things because you're so afraid and maybe a little paranoid of people like having opinions about things. I don't know.
My parents, like my dad was actually pretty chill about anything I was into, even though he forced us to go to church when we were little. But he didn't care what we were into because
Yeah.
he likes rock and all that stuff. But his sister, my aunt, I remember she found out that my older sister and I were listening to the Ride the Lightning CD when I was like 5, so it was like 1998. And she was like,
What a bad
that's devil music.
Oh,
You got to
no.
get rid of it. And so my dad had to begrudgingly get rid of the CD
Oh my god.
Because of who? Who said that?
because of my aunt, his sister.
Oh, who cares?
Yep.
I
I mean-
ignore my sisters. Sorry if you're watching.
They're not.
Man.
Yeah, but
But you have
that
multiple
sucks.
sisters? I knew of the one.
Yep, got two youngers.
Is the other one cute too?
Wow.
What a weird thing to say.
I only
like,
say it
"I
because it makes you
can't
uncomfortable.
When asking to rate the
Are-
hotness
I
of
hope
his
you're not
sisters,
watching
Matt's
this
like,
right
"I'm
What am I
not
supposed to say to that?
comfortable."
Like, yes?
It made you uncomfortable, so mission accomplished.
It's not hard.
Matt's like, yes, my sister is the cutest.
Oh no. That's also not appropriate.
Well, he did grow up in Virginia, so.
Oh,
Virginia's
man.
for
Better
lovers.
than West Virginia.
Yeah, that's true, but I don't have sisters, so.
You guys are so offensive. Once again, if you have your children watching this, you should not have your children watching this. Just as like a PSA situation. What are you doing to your dog?
Make him play drums.
Gotta get those clicks.
Yep. Oh my
Although-
gosh.
Yeah, that's the thumbnail right there.
Oh, that's
the face
true.
Of a dog that's given up.
But I mean, I don't know.
I've
I
broken
don't want to
his
get
soul.
into like a super religious conversation about Christmas
Yeah.
because that's probably not a good idea. But yeah, I don't know. A lot of I'm just gonna stop talking.
Cool. That was awesome. Good job.
No problem.
So
no
what's
problem.
everyone doing for New Year's?
Not talking about Christmas.
Crying into a blanket.
Yeah, probably nothing.
You should join the we're having the cage match, the Nicolas Cage.
Oh, that's right.
What's
Yeah.
that?
What?
The cage match. So it's like a that explains everything.
Yeah.
We're live streaming Nicolas Cage movies on Christmas or New Year's Eve. Not Christmas
Who's
Eve
doing
because that already happened. I think Allie and Rob.
Yeah, Allie and Rob.
Oh.
So it came about because there was I think we were just chatting on it was the Garsmas thing.
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't on the Ghostmas thing because I didn't put in my
Yeah.
thing in time.
So the people
I
who
did not
participated
participate.
in the Garsmas, like we were on the Zoom chat, and like for whatever reason we got started talking about like Nicolas Cage movies, and we're like, Allie's like, you know what we should do? We should watch Nicolas Cage movies on New Year's Eve, and then she started like created this event, and like everyone, what's your favorite Nicolas Cage movie? And then she created a bracket system
Yep,
like
there's,
we
like, a
did
whole
for our
bracket.
songs, and it was called the Cage Match, where everyone's voting. So like eventually we'll pick like the 3 top Nicolas Cage movies that we'll watch on New Year's Eve.
I would say top is like not the appropriate description.
Alright.
Like the weirdest, most Nicolas Cage movies.
The
I feel like are-
cagiest.
the cagiest of the movies are the ones
what
that are
was
gonna
that
win.
more recent one? Was it Mandy or something?
Yeah, Mandy's actually really good.
I want to see that. I haven't seen it.
I was
You
surprised.
don't want to see a good Nick Cage film. You
But it
want-
was like it was still like a B movie, but it was a really good B movie. Like I didn't expect there to be a plot that made sense, and there was so much like Nicolas Cage, like when he does like his crazy eyes and like the scream and stuff. You're like, oh man,
Right, he can't
pure
not do
Nicolas
that.
Cage coming
He
to
was
life.
almost Superman
That's weird.
That's really weird.
I
I
would
don't want to
probably
think about
enjoyed
that.
that a lot.
With
No,
long
no.
hair.
Honestly,
That
I
would've been
think that they picked the
hilarious.
perfect person for
I'm
Superman.
Mayor
They just
Steel.
directed him wrong, in my opinion. Henry Cavill has an incredible range if they just would have used him and not tried to make him Batman. But I have a lot of opinions on superhero movies.
No, it's clearly Nick Cage as the ideal Superman.
No.
No.
Just
No.
saying, I would have watched it.
Nope.
And I don't care about Superman.
I would have watched it, but I wouldn't have liked it.
I would have watched it.
I'll always watch a Nicolas Cage movie, mostly to make
All
fun
right,
of it.
so who would be the person you would want to play Superman? Like, who's the ideal
Well,
actor?
He wants Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, because I fucking hate Superman.
I think Henry
hate the
Cavill
character
was
so
perfect.
You
much.
hate Superman?
I hate him, yes.
Why?
Because he's the worst character ever.
But
I
he's
don't
like
think
the
the
most.
worst
He's
character,
not the
but
worst
I-
character. He is horribly portrayed in the live action, and it's so hard to put him in anything because you always go to him as like
He
when
automatically.
he can't be beaten by
yeah, he
anybody.
automatically
bring in
wins.
I've
Superman
seen
to
plenty of
demolish
cartoons
him.
with him too. He's so boring.
I mean, compared
Like
to
you
the
have
other
to put him
people,
in with other superheroes.
but he's
so
still
it's interesting.
portrayed better in the cartoons
All right,
than he
so-
is live.
So I admit I felt the same
He
way.
really likes Superman.
Well, no, I really like Superman. I think because of the Rebirth comics. Because in the Rebirth comics, what they did with Superman was they really like focused in on like him being a father and being a husband, and they made him like less of this like boring Cub Scout and more like a man whose weaknesses are the relationships that he has in his life. And as someone who's like a recent father, you know, I really identified with Superman, and I kind of fell in love with the character because he was very, you know, that's what his struggle was. Like, he was all powerful. He was physically like super strong, but his weaknesses were that like the people around him, his family, they were weak, so he was always super vulnerable because of that.
Right.
As opposed to Batman, who's like, you know, he doesn't have any emotional attachment, or like very few, to keep himself protected. So
It's so
I feel like in that portrayal of Superman, like that's where I really like love the character. But I totally get, like, before I was totally like Superman's the worst, but Rebirth, I thought they did a good job of
I
kind
can
of.
see a Deadpool approach to Superman doing better. I
What do you
don't know,
mean?
I guess
Explain.
more
I
like-
I very much disagree, but carry on.
more playing off like Clark Kent rather than. 'Cause it's-
Yes, I agree with what you're saying. Then
you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Make
exactly.
him-
Like
It's
focus
interesting to
more
me-
on his real
right.
persona
Because,
rather than
like,
just the superhero side.
As a comic book character, Superman is a way more human. He has so much more humanity than Batman does, but they never show that on screen. Like, they always portray him as being like this stone cold alien man who like has an attachment to like one person, and like they try to like tell you that he's more human, and like obviously in the Justice League they were like, we're gonna bring in the big guns, which happened to be Lois. Like, I was like, okay, that makes sense. But that's like the only moment that I've ever seen where like they really focused on his humanity versus like, and I don't even think that they've done like a particularly good job portraying Batman as like a dynamic character, because I feel like the DC villains, they've never done quite right to then make their superheroes more interesting. And I think that's their biggest problem that they've had with any of their live action movies.
You
is
don't
like,
like any of the villains?
I love them. I just hate the actors that they pick to play them, and I hate how they're portrayed.
What
All of
about
them?
what about in
Not all
Dark
of them,
Knight?
but a lot of them.
You don't like?
Oh, I
Dark
loved
Knight? Okay.
I loved Heath Ledger, obviously. But he was amazing, and I never thought that he would be. I did not like Anne Hathaway as Catwoman. I thought that
Oh,
was
the
really
script
weird and
the
didn't work.
screenplay.
And that was a terrible movie too, in my opinion. But I don't know. I just feel like they always like get on a little bit. They start to like get on a little bit of a high, and then they totally screw it up.
Can I
somehow.
toss a grenade here?
Yeah, sure.
What's everyone's opinion on Robert Pattinson as Batman?
I haven't seen it.
I don't
I
care.
want
Well,
I
it's-
want
it's
to
not
see
out yet.
Detective
Oh, yeah.
Batman.
I think the trailer looks good.
So I'm gonna
wasn't-
throw
I
in
wasn't
another.
impressed.
I mean, I'll give him a chance.
I'm
I
gonna
don't-
throw in another
Trailers always
grenade.
look good.
I finally watched Justice League because I was really not excited about it, but I wanted to watch it before I watched Wonder Woman 1984, which I also liked.
You're not waiting for the Snyder cut?
I'm going to watch the
There's
Snyder
more
Cut.
spikes on
I
everything.
will watch the Snyder Cut.
Wait,
More
is
explosions
the
for
Justice
sure.
League movie different than Batman versus Superman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
okay.
they're two different movies. But
Really?
I actually
He
really
doesn't watch superhero movies.
I actually really enjoyed the
Yeah, I
Justice
checked
League, and
out.
I was really surprised
Are
that
we
I
getting any
did.
comments, or like I feel
Oh,
like
probably.
Yeah,
There's
like
probably
I
a
feel
lot
like
of
people would have
conversation happening.
opinions here.
Yeah, people did say some of their actors that they would.
But like the thing that made me mad again, like I really like
They
Justice
say
League.
you're quiet.
and I do want to watch.
Andy?
Well, maybe they're telling him to be quiet. I don't know.
Andy, comma quiet.
I do want to watch the Snyder Cut, but like the thing that then made me mad again was in the post-credit scene when I was reminded of the villain choice for. Yeah, Jesse Eisenberg was like the worst choice.
Oh,
for
yeah.
I was
Oh
so
my
angry,
God.
and I'm still so angry. Why would you cast a child to play someone as
He's not a
interesting
child, he just
as
looks
Lex
like a
Luthor?
child.
He looks and acts like a child, and he's playing him like the Riddler. He's
yeah,
not the
he would have been a
Riddler.
great Riddler.
Yeah.
Terrible Lex Luthor.
Uh huh. And like Lex Luthor is not the most interesting DC villain, but he's the staple.
Right, he
He's
has a
the one
certain
who's always
presence.
in the background,
He has
and
a
now
certain-
it's
yeah.
fucking Jesse Eisenberg. He sucks.
But
At
and you
Lex
know,
Luthor.
the only one of those movies that I saw was Man of Steel, and that movie was okay in some aspects, but also really bizarre in other aspects. Like I didn't understand Clark's dad just being like, "No, son, just watch me die."
We were talking about
I've
that
always
the other
wanted
day.
to be sucked up in a tornado.
Yeah.
Don't take this from me.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, and when the kids
Hans
fell
Zimmer.
in the when the
Here's
bus
the best part of the DC
when the
movies.
bus
They
fell
made
into
the
the
right
river-
choice in getting him to. I'm like the Wonder Woman theme is so good. I'm so sorry.
when the bus fell into the river in Man of Steel, and like Clark saves all the kids, and then his dad's like, "You shouldn't have done that. You should have let them all die." It's like, what? Why? What's wrong with you? It's so stupid.
Kevin Costner is a bastard, is what? No, I'm just kidding.
It's just bad writing.
Yeah,
It makes
that's
no
bad writing.
sense.
But I feel like that's DC's struggle is that like there's bad writing. Like they
Well-
don't take into consideration the
All right.
characters, and they're trying so hard to make everything Batman because Batman has been so successful. But if you make every character like Batman, no one's gonna give a shit because no one wants to see Superman acting like Batman because he's not Batman.
and that's what makes the relationship so great is that they're such
Right.
juxtaposed
Yeah.
characters.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I loved-
they're yin and yang.
I loved the one cartoon where they like switched places because they
Oh,
look so much alike, like in
Yeah.
the cartoon, and like things like that are just so fun that they just don't.
And speaking of which, one
bother
of my
with.
favorite Batman pieces of media is the '90s cartoon.
Yes.
Batman the
That's
animated
probably
series.
the best
Oh my
portrayal.
God.
Like the best
Yeah.
portrayal of everything. Like the best Joker
Yeah.
is definitely Mark Hamill,
100%.
and Batman. the
Kevin
animated
Conroy?
series.
God, if he could ever come back and like be the live action, I would be there to see that. Like,
Yeah, he's too old.
I don't know
to
what
be
he
like.
what he even looks
But
like. Actually,
if they
An
made him
old
like the
Joker?
old Joker, I would fucking watch that.
Well, weren't they talking about like I think in the weren't they flirting around with what's his face like from the Tim Burton Batman? What's Tim Burton's Batman?
Why can't I think of him?
Michael Keaton.
Yeah,
No.
Keaton.
Oh, Keaton Batman,
Yeah, doing like
old Batman.
yeah. Well, what was that storyline like? The
I know which one you're talking about, but I can't think
Dark
of
Knight
what it's called.
Returns.
Okay, different
Something like
storyline
that.
than what I was thinking. The one where like the Joker's old and
Did it?
Batman is old.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
One of the movies was already based on that, right?
Hmm.
One of the
so.
newer ones. Wasn't Batman versus Superman kind of based on that?
I hope not, because that's
isn't
not at all
isn't
what
the,
No.
isn't the third
it's not the same story.
Christian Bale movie
It
Dark
could-
Knight
they
Returns?
could-
I just heard
tried.
it took
Rises.
a lot of.
Oh, Dark Knight Rises. That's
Yeah.
right.
I think it's like
They're all
Batman
the same.
Returns
Yeah.
or whatever it is, but
It's Dark Knight Returns,
is
Dark
it?
Knight Rises.
Saying Batman Beyond, too.
Batman Beyond was also
That was a good
Like,
cartoon.
I
that
was
would
a
be
good show.
that would be an awesome movie.
Yeah,
Diddy,
bring
diddy,
Michael
diddy,
Keaton for that
bum,
old
bum,
Batman.
There's so many.
Yeah, that would
Mark
actually be really
Daniels
cool.
kids.
And Mark Hamill as the Joker, like coming out of a coma. That'd be great.
Yeah, Andy is always quiet by choice. That's the thing.
But I mean, he's been talking
I don't know if
during
we're
the
talking
stream.
about the
Yeah, he's real
microphone.
close to the mic. He should
Oh.
be able to pick him up. Just whisper into it from now on.
Be creepy about it. Be creepier about it. Get closer. Secretly, Andy's gonna be the Joker in the next. Yeah, it's
So-
gonna be real creepy.
I have a question for the audience. I know a lot of people aren't here, so would you be bothered if we opened this up a bit more to more people just for this live stream?
I thought we already did, didn't we?
Yeah, I thought we did.
We put it on Discord, but we could put it on like Facebook.
That's true. We were thinking as like a Christmas present to everyone,
Yeah, just
and
to
also to
get more
promote like
people in.
people being on future ones because they realize that we're like fun to watch because we're dumb. So
There's a question for Sean.
Well, they're not sharing with me, so
It says
listen.
if there is a leatherwork Joker outfit in the future for Andy and Master Sword,
Hey,
I'm in.
Metroid says do
Huh.
it. I wouldn't be
It's not
bothered
really
at
a
all, but
question.
That's me.
I read it as a question. I
Oh.
read is there.
I think if I ever make a leatherworking cosplay for myself, it's probably going to be Damian Wang,
You're
Robin.
working on that, right?
Well, I got the mask down, but then I like switch gears and like
Ooh,
working on.
Can I show them my corset
if,
thingy?
if you want.
Oh, I want to show you guys what Sean made me. I'll be right
They
back.
seem to be fine with it, so I want to open things up a little bit.
Open it
So
up.
Matt's gonna be posting stuff on social media.
So we're gonna have a wardrobe change. Lily's gonna get into. It's right over there. I'll grab mine too.
All right, see you, Kojo.
All right. Yeah, it's all on you, Kojo.
Well, welcome to my casting couch. We've got a lot of fun activities planned for you today. Now, you won't believe some of the stuff we've got here.
Look, I'll just get up and go.
Sorry, Kojo. I was the first to get up. It's not my fault.
Yeah, it's not your fault, Lily. I don't blame you. For
Blame
once.
everyone else.
I'll blame
You know you're gonna have to take me out of this when we're done.
So, yeah, Sean is currently strapping Lily into her battle gear.
Just one part of it. It's gonna look quite
I wanna
silly
wear
against
my
tartan
shit.
plaid.
Kojo's happy hour, says James Hunter. What's my favorite food and drink? I mean, if we're talking about alcoholic drinks, I like a lot of different beers and whiskeys. Recently, I've tried Monkey Shoulder whiskey, which is really good.
Oh, that stuff's great.
Yeah, that's what I was drinking at the last happy hour, I think.
You gonna introduce me?
Well, I guess Lily suited up, so here she is. She's about to walk on screen. Look at this new armor piece that will be part of her stage costume, made by, of course.
I'm gonna wear it with the plaid on stage because I think that it really sets off the purple.
Farmer sword.
Farmer sword.
Get some overalls.
Isn't this cool?
Isn't that like Animal Crossing?
Farmer sword?
Yeah, like it
probably
lets
not.
you like make gardens. And...
Oh
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can.
But yeah, isn't this cool? But I was thinking of it when you said Damian Wayne because like the pieces when they were by themselves look very Batman. So, but yay, sneak peek.
And next up on the runway, we have Sean, who, of course, he makes all this stuff. He made Lily's piece. He made his own piece here. He's very skilled, and he's gotten better over the years as well.
Yeah.
Slight delay.
If you would like something, you need to wire him $800,000.
Yeah, and I'll give it to you in like there's a 6-year waiting list.
Yeah.
$800,000. I'm back.
Let's have a round of applause for our two runway models.
I'm getting my shit next.
Okay.
And I would love something after that.
You have
He's making
probably
some
one
cool
of my
shit.
favorite pieces.
Yeah, but I want more.
You want more?
Yeah.
I want more.
This is
What?
mine?
But it's not a rush. No, I think that's mine.
Of course, it looks awesome. Thank you.
Actually, don't
Yes.
worry. Oh,
I
yours is
think-
right there, Sean.
I think that the plaid really sets it off. Like, I think that's, and it's so comfortable. So I see nothing wrong with just wearing the plaid underneath.
What do you want your next piece to be, Kojo? Do you want like a belt sort of deal, or?
I haven't thought deeply about it because I did get I got like a new tunic.
Mm-hmm. You did. You didn't share this with me.
Well, because we haven't had a chance to.
This is the
play a
first time
show.
we've talked in person in a while.
Yeah,
That's fair.
We haven't seen each other in a few months, and we also haven't played a show in a long time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's been
but
a long
Andy?
time.
I
Somebody told me to bring down deviled eggs before they're all gone, so...
Oh, is that what Mary? Oh, I did ask Mary to bring her
deviled eggs.
Andy! You can just hand me that whole plate. I got it. Don't worry about it. Don't even
I'm
worry.
gonna go all
about it.
Grogu on these things.
Oh my god, there's only like Mary.
No, thank you.
I hope there's another tray of
All
these.
these Rockstar React scans are coming now. We gotta talk about Nightwish.
No.
No. Welcome to our Nightwish podcast. Nightwish fans are something, because I got requests also to react to Nightwish, and like there was one person who was like, "You talked over the solo."
Asshole.
Why would you ask me to react to it if you don't want conversation?
We get compared to Nightwish all the time.
Yeah, and now that
Yeah.
I've heard more Nightwish music, we don't sound anything like them.
That's
Nope.
what I was saying. Like,
See, the thing of it is,
We're metal and we have a female vocalist. That's it.
that's the thing.
That's it. Those two things combined, and that's it.
I'm
Apparently,
not saying that I don't like Nightwish because I do. Like,
yeah,
I like.
they have some cool stuff.
Oh, 100%. Like, there's a lot of their songs that I really like.
We just don't sound similar.
We do not sound similar. So if you ever, like, are like, you guys sound just like Nightwish.
I just did a
Do we
live stream
though?
where I watched the entire
The Vakken?
concert,
Uh-huh.
and there was like 2 guitar solos.
Wow.
That's-
really like
that's my
Marco.
biggest, criticism of them.
Marco's, like, one
Not
of my
enough guitar
favorite
solos?
male singers because his voice just sounds so interesting.
I really liked the
So
song
cool.
"Romanticide" that
Yeah,
I
that was a
reacted
good
to. Yeah.
Really? You know who your vocalists are? Like, well, to a degree.
Are
Like,
you going to offend me right now?
I might.
Okay. I'm
Well,
prepared.
I
I'm
feel
ready.
like when you get all gravelly,
Mm-hmm.
when you bring in the grit, like,
Mhm.
I feel like there's a lot of like Hailstorm similarities.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I've heard that before.
what are we drinking?
I actually don't really know what
But I feel
Hailstorm
like
sounds
Lizzie,
like.
Lizzie Hale has a good voice.
She's
Well,
from
no,
Pennsylvania,
well,
too.
She is. I know.
Must be something in the water.
So am I.
No, I feel like
know about Hailstorm.
I feel like you're a better singer than her. But as far as like when
she
you,
can play guitar while she sings though, and she like if you ever watch their performances, like I'd really like her as a front person.
but well, I'm talking more about like the grit because I feel
Mhm.
like besides you, that's the only time I've ever like heard besides like straight guttural vocals, like
Sometimes.
someone bringing in like that gritty
A
flavor.
little bit.
Grape juice.
Yeah, I
wait,
know.
Hold on a
Um,
second. Jose Barada wants to know: do we have any new songs coming?
Yes. That is an affirmative.
Yes, we do
Too
have
many.
a
We have
a
a lot.
lot of
We have a lot
demos
going on.
kicking around.
Yeah.
We have something else also
Um,
coming out before that.
Right now we're
Um,
working on I don't know what I'm allowed to say.
Matt, are we allowed to talk about the
EP?
EP?
Manager, what can we talk about?
What am
Producer.
I allowed to say?
You can talk about, you can talk about that.
Okay, we're gonna do some non-specific. What am I allowed to say about the EP? Like everything?
Well, it's not even really an EP, right?
Yeah.
We decided not
Well,
to do anything.
All right, so
Wait, what?
we talked
What
about
are we doing?
there's
I
going
don't
to be
know.
there's going to be like
Oh yeah. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
all right. So the first thing you'll probably hear is like a couple like some covers that we're gonna do
For fun.
for fun.
and a re-recording of a couple old songs.
Yes.
But there's also going to be a multi-disc album
That
coming.
you're not allowed to talk
Of,
about.
of new music.
Yeah, I know we're not about to talk about
Okay.
the specifics,
I'm
but
just making sure.
there is a multi-disc
There's been
album.
alcohol.
You know, we share this on Discord.
Yes.
Which,
So
by the way, join the Master Sword Discord if you're
Yes!
watching this and you're not a member of the
It's a
Discord.
lot of fun.
It's free. You just hop in. You can chat with
and
Master Sword
usually
fans and us.
we spill all like the beans like there first.
Yeah.
So if you like the inside track, we usually share a lot of stuff there. That's where I post all like my new leather stuff. That's
Yep.
where Matt kind of gives spoilers.
Or if we ask for like fan opinions, usually we'll ask on the Discord
Yeah.
first, just because
it's like our little focus
Yeah.
group. But yeah, there is a multi-disc. So we have, I believe it was
Have a seat.
15 demos
You can see the
recorded.
screen.
5 more we're
Is
working
it on
on.
the arm of the chair.
So
Okay,
it's gonna
maybe
be a
this
very large album.
Move, dog. Sorry,
It's girthy.
it's good.
It's beefy.
Fine.
It beefy. Never mind.
It's ripped.
Take the sword back.
And it's going to be thematic.
The fans want more of me. apparently.
Themes. Nothing but themes. I'm just kidding.
A box set.
There's a prolonged beatbox section between Andy and Sean.
Yeah. The rhythm section is going to beatbox for
Aw, thank you
45
guys.
minutes.
Welcome everybody who is new to the
Anything?
stream right now. That we're awesome. Duh. No, I'm just kidding.
Duh.
Duh. What does?
I think the rosé is my favorite thus far.
Somebody's saying the
Yeah,
mountain
well, we haven't
absolutely
tried the
needs to
third
be
one yet.
re-recorded.
You don't
We'll
say.
see what we can
Yeah,
do.
let me-
We
actually
try
try
to
some.
told him.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
So
Okay,
we're-
well, that's happening.
Well, yeah, we're doing that.
Wait, we're
Sorry.
doing what? I missed it.
Re-recording the
I
mountain.
did not know
Oh,
what
yes.
had been revealed. I didn't want to
Well,
spill the beans.
We already said that before.
I guess.
Yeah, well, it was a
Well,
Patreon
if
thing.
well, you're more active in the Discord now.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Is this one good? I just poured a lot of it.
I couldn't remember before if we had said so.
You'll like it. It's all right. It's not a.
It's too late. The deed is
I haven't
done.
tried any of those yet.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Well,
Metroid gives you way more power metal than Nightwish.
Thank you. Power metal is where it's at.
They have no
Yeah.
idea what you just said.
Crickets.
I'm sorry. Thank you, whoever said Metroid metal, for saying that we are more power metal than.
Metroid metal?
Hey, Metroid.
Wait, who?
What?
Listen, I've
Matt
been
got all
drinking.
nervous for a second. Like, wait, Metroid Metal's watching?
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
it just says a Metroid.
Ooh, I like this sangria.
Yeah, it's good.
It's pretty good.
I'm getting drunk. Just ignore me.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Oh, what's the question? You're so mean.
Okay, Jose Barada asks, do you research to get content for songs, or is it based on your experience playing the game?
Yes and yes.
It's both, yeah.
A lot of times, what we've kind of been doing lately more so, is Matt and Kojo kind of work independently on ideas they have on specific sections or a character or something like that. If it's a game that I've played, obviously, or that they've played, a lot of that comes into play as well. Most of the time, I would say the songs that we work on are songs that the people who are doing the writing are familiar with the games, have played them. If it's like a specific story that I want to write about for lyric content, I always do research first. Just, you know, I like to be thorough. I like to keep things vague enough that people can make their own opinions or have like a personal investment in the songs, but I feel like it's important to know your content as well.
Yeah, and that's what you
so.
did for A Bloody History. It's like kind of based on, like, it's
I
like
sort of have something in my head, and then I make it as loose as possible, so that if somebody like has a different, there are a lot of fan theories about Zelda, and if somebody has a different opinion on how something played out, like it's not necessarily something that you're gonna read and immediately be like, that's not how that happened. So
For me, like on the music side of things, I almost always go into it thinking of something specific in mind. Not necessarily a story, but like at least like a part of the game that this is supposed to be from. That way the music kind of reflects that, and it's not
Right.
just, you know, like a rock song and then the lyrics are about Zelda, you know. There's actually like keyboard textures that remind you of the game. And, you know, it's at least like, if it's a sad part of the game, it's at least in a minor key, you know. So it's good to know at least
Right.
something going into it.
yeah, I feel like the ones that are probably the least musically influenced by the game are any of the ideas that I bring in, because I am not a composer.
It's a bit harder because
Yeah.
you have to write to
Right.
what
I basically come in and I'm like, this is what I want to sing. There
Figure
you
out a
go.
riff.
here's a catchy melody. Make it happen.
Have fun.
Make it
So,
work.
but sometimes like that produces really good songs. So
Yeah.
Yeah, for
I think
example,
it's
Hero of
like
Time.
Hero
yeah,
of
Hero of
Time.
Time.
Which was second in our little
Let
competition.
me show you the
Yeah.
night. I shall show you.
I shall show you the night.
So, you know, it's nice to have different things happening.
Sound low, sound low. I don't know if we
so,
can crank
Because
the-
my microphone is better. Duh.
It is.
I mean, your voice is low,
But you-
but
Yeah.
I feel
Also,
like
I'm loud. Should I move?
for me, when I'm writing music, I just sort of, I can feel when there's an idea in me, and then I just sit down and I record a demo in one sitting usually, and then I either add some stuff to it and then show it to the band, or after that first sitting, I can show it to the band and we go from there. But like usually, like if it's based off of a melody from Zelda, I'll like, I don't know, I'll just sort of like hear in my head, oh, like I could reference it in this way or incorporate it into a riff this way, and then I build it into a riff, and I just sort of go in a stream of consciousness. Basically, I just get like, I get sucked into a zone when I'm writing,
Grab me one, Lily.
and I know if an idea is gonna work if I'm able to get somewhere in that first sitting or not. If I can't get anywhere in that first sitting and it's just like a riff or two, and I run out of ideas, then I know it's not really going anywhere right now, and I'll come back to it later, or maybe it just get scrapped.
Wait, what's going on?
what'd you say, Coach?
There was a whole egg ordeal
The
happening.
mic was on the eggs, and Lily was just like.
Wait, so did nobody hear what I said?
Mic'd up to the egg container.
I said a lot of stuff.
He's getting deep. The deep cut, and he's just like, eggs! Eggs!
I was definitely goleming over there.
I said this
Not
would
even
happen.
thinking about it. I'm so sorry.
Yes, like, it's here.
You're gonna have to watch the playback to figure out what I said.
We'll dub it. We'll subtitle.
Yeah.
Yeah. How hot
off in the corner, Lily goes, eggs.
But
and
but
goes with
the
female thing.
long story
Sorry.
short, I just go into a stream of consciousness when I write.
Right.
There we go.
Does that
I
consciousness
was
involve
listening.
eggs?
Why weren't the rest of you?
Yeah, we all have very different writing styles.
Oh, for sure.
So I feel like if you know us well enough, you can listen to like the next album without like looking at the credits, and you can figure out who started each song.
Mhm.
Like if you're really paying attention,
Mhm.
Fair.
'cause they're like three very.
I
different
agree.
styles.
They're very distinct.
Mhm. Then of course we have songs where we collaborate, and
I'm gonna get up and
those
go
are always
pee
really
here.
interesting.
I guess I'll move my phone to your phone and lean over.
So I always have a lot of fun when either Lily or Matt tosses something over to me and says, "Just add some riffs, and then we'll order it."
Mhm.
And like I'm like, "Sure, I'll just come up with a bunch of riffs, send it back to you, and then you guys arrange it." And
Kojo is a riff
Why is this
factory
so
for
weird?
sure.
yeah,
That's like I'll often have like ideas for a song, especially with Bloody History. This was the case. I had an idea of what I wanted for the song, but like no riffs were coming to me. I started the beginning of the song and was just like, I don't know where to go from here. So he just sent me like a guitar profile just full of riffs, and I would like pick and choose like where to put each one and kind of
Yeah.
build a song that way, which was I really enjoyed that.
That was
yeah,
cool.
that was a really fun one to work on.
That was not fun for me to work on, but I really enjoyed what I came up with. I don't know how I came up with
I
it.
I
but
love what you did with it, Lily.
it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
I just don't know how it happened. I
So
can't
a little
explain it.
backstory to that. So there was so much resistance from Lily in regards to that song. Like,
Bloody History.
Yeah.
Specifically, how it was built. Like,
Yes.
Yeah,
yeah.
the structure, right?
There
It was
was-
very difficult to write vocals to that song
Well,
because I
and-
couldn't, in my brain, imagine how they were going to fit.
And to be fair, I also didn't really know. I didn't have the full picture of the song until Lily sang over it.
Right. Like I'm pretty sure I got desperate enough that I was like, "Does anybody else have any ideas? Because I don't know." And everybody else was like, "I don't know." So I was like, "Fine, thanks a lot, guys." And then I came up with something amazing. So you're welcome.
yeah, as you always do.
Queen.
But
Where's my crown?
Yeah.
I but I actually got her to like say and record it and have on my phone still. It's like, I really like this song now. I'm glad we didn't change a thing. And for Lily to say that was like,
It's a big deal. That is not always the case.
no.
Are you happy with the name?
New question?
Next question.
I'm still not happy with it. I want to know why. I'm curious.
Because history sounds stupid. We're not having this argument right now.
All right, hold on. All
Lily,
right, so
I
we got a
don't
new
have many
question from
female lead
Thomas
band singers I
Terrier.
listen to, but after hearing
Hey,
you in some
questions,
songs, you're
questions.
one of my favorite. Oh, thank you,
Well,
Thomas.
she's reading it, but she didn't read it out loud. Read
I'm
it out
sorry.
loud.
It wasn't a question.
Okay, well,
I
it's a
don't-
comment.
I
Just
like
read
being
it.
at the end
Lily,
here.
I don't have many female lead band singers I listen to, but after hearing you in some songs, you are one of my favorites.
Aw.
Thank you.
It's not
That's
a
very
question.
nice.
That's just like
It's a
One
nice
of-
comment.
One of my favorites is Ann Wilson, and if you don't listen to Heart, then you should because
Wait,
they're amazing.
What's she from?
Heart.
Heart.
Heart? Don't know them.
Oh, for
What?
fuck's sake, Kojo.
Kojo.
What?
We need to fix this.
They're one of the most legendary
Intervention.
rock bands
They're
of all
so
time.
good. Like she is my spirit animal. Like I love her
You've-
voice.
You've
She's
heard
so
Barracuda.
good. Yeah.
Oh!
That's
Yeah.
her. Like
Oh.
Barracuda, Magic
Barracuda.
Man.
Crazy
Okay.
on You.
Yeah, there's so many songs.
Yeah,
Go
those are songs I've heard like
Yeah.
with no context. Like nobody
Yeah.
ever explained what I was listening to.
That's Heart.
He's,
And they're
he's the
amazing.
26-year-old. He's a baby.
Yeah, he's a baby. It's okay.
I don't know. I'm the
Mina.
oldest. I'm the oldest. I don't
Mary
know.
says Mina's watching.
But
Oh, hi, baby
not by
girl.
that much older, but I know the song.
No, but I was
mean,
gonna say you
I'm
don't know
not
who
a
Heart is,
fan
though?
of Heart, but
Don't say that. Can't talk to you anymore.
Defend Kojo.
The only
Don't
reason I
say
really
that.
know Barracuda is probably because of Guitar
Guitar
Hero.
Hero. Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's the reason.
That's probably like 90% of the population,
Oh,
to be fair.
fun fact: the reason I play guitar is
Thank you,
because of
Arthur.
Guitar Hero. Guitar Hero 3.
What?
Guitar Hero 3 came out. I never said this to you guys.
No.
Guitar Hero didn't exist when I started learning.
Same.
Why are you so old?
You old. All right, so yeah, Guitar Hero 3 I think came out around 2007, so I was in 9th grade, and
I graduated from high school in 2007.
and
Shut your
I
filthy whore mouth.
I got really good at Guitar
Mina's
Hero.
watching.
I got,
Sean, Mina says, I love you.
Oh, I love you too, baby girl.
I didn't know she was watching. Did someone tell me?
yeah, somebody did
And
say
now
that.
You
I'm
taught her some
so
new
sorry.
words.
Yeah.
All right. So
Don't listen to Aunt Lily. She's drunk.
Aunt Lily
Yeah.
doesn't know.
So yeah, I started.
I
I
love you,
was
Mina.
playing Guitar Hero 3 in 9th grade, and a friend of mine also played it. We got really good. I could play Through the Fire and Flames on expert mode, and then we were both like, dude, we should play real guitar. And so he started taking guitar lessons. I asked my dad. My dad was like, no, because I had taken piano lessons. I'd done clarinet before, but I never stuck with either of those.
Guitars for deviants.
And finally he gave in after I prodded him for several weeks. And he said, all right, you do these chores, take care of our garden and whatnot, blah, blah, blah. And so I did that really quickly. And he said, all right, let's go get you a guitar. We got a guitar. It was like an $80 guitar. Then I signed up for lessons. Took lessons for like 5 or 6 months, and then I just went off on my own.
Wow.
I got really good really fast.
Yeah.
We know.
I've played with a lot of musicians, and Kojo is by far one of the best guitarists I've ever played
Agree.
with. So,
Oh, thank you.
So good.
and you're young as hell too. So you
Yeah.
know, props.
So don't go anywhere.
I'm trapped. Help me.
I'm only
Save me, Mom, Dad, if you're watching.
I know, but here's the
Sit in
thing.
this basement
Like
for
we've all gone in dead end bands and played like
Except
the
for
dive
Kojo.
bar, except for Kojo. This is Kojo's first band ever.
He's
and
played at least one dive bar with us.
oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Was
well,
it
those-
Toki
those
and
first few
Metalocalypse?
shows-
those shows were terrible. To be
Except for-
fair,
Give him the full experience.
Except for
That's
the
all I'm
the
saying.
third one, the one in Orlando, that was great. But
Yep.
the other shows in my first year were
but the fact that you got to join, like, yeah, those first 3 or 4 shows were god awful. But like, you got to go on like the Florida
Yeah.
tour. You went on to like the Chicago Midwest tour. So you-
and the first show I did was Mag Labs, which is a cool opportunity,
Yeah.
even though
Yeah.
we were missing like
Me.
a bunch
Master
of the band.
sorta.
Missing Lily and Sean at
Yeah.
that show.
That was a
Yeah.
rough time. I was at home watching you guys and cheering you on very
too.
quietly and without moving any of my body right in this area. Because I had surgery,
And,
in case anyone
I
didn't
had,
know what I
I
was
had
talking
like
about.
just learned the songs that week,
Did she,
and then I also had to like sing a couple of them, and it
You
was,
did such a
it
good
was
job.
weird.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I
But
thought it was great.
That was okay.
Don't-
I'm not going to say what I was.
Don't say what you were going to say. I thought it was great. I
Matt-
was also on a lot of drugs at the time.
Matt-
so
Matt-
Yeah.
Matt
I don't
was
know how
gonna-
much my
I hope
opinion
everyone
matters.
watching that was on a lot of drugs.
I was.
To be fair, people watching that seem to enjoy it.
Roll up a little bit. Any
Oh,
Uncle
Kojo
Shonk
can-
asks, are there any new songs covering more from any games you haven't done yet?
I don't know if there are any that we haven't touched. Though.
We haven't touched on a lot of Twilight Princess. We've done one song from Twilight Princess.
Which is Let Me Show You the Night or something else?
well, Let Me Show You Night has like a
Has that one
spirit,
rhythm
that one
part?
riff,
Yeah, the
but-
rhythm.
Let
is
Me Show You the
inspired
Night
by
was
Hyrule
inspired
Field.
by.
Yeah, it's very obviously lyrically. Yeah.
Lyrically, it was inspired by Twilight.
Well, that's the
Princess.
one song I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we've had Let Me Show You
Yeah.
the Night.
That's it.
That's it, I think.
Well, Bloody History references a little bit of Twilight, but only
It's more so Ocarina, right?
There's no Sheikah in that
No.
game.
Imprisoned to Dusk.
Anyway,
Well, that's why
we
Lily
can
said the
discuss
lyrics
the lyrical
are open
content
to
later.
yeah,
That's why I left them
interpretation.
open. So if you had a specific game that you had in mind, but that's anyway. I would say not from any that we haven't done yet.
But
Um,
we will. It's not like we're not going to
They're-
get to those.
Right, we will get to those. And I personally have an interest in doing more material on Twilight Princess because
It's cool.
atmospherically, it's one of my favorite games, and I think that I would have a lot to write about personally. But that's not necessarily what we're working on right now. So
Yeah, but
That's
like,
what I have to say
there,
about
there have been some demos that have come up for various games like Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, or Spirit Tracks even,
Yeah.
and things like that.
oh, I like
Shonk, they're
mechanical.
saying you're right. There are influence in Twilight.
Yeah.
Sheikah?
Yeah.
Is the Sheikah lady?
Ah,
In the Hidden Village. But it's about the
I-
temple though.
I remember
like
working
that's,
with
like-
you on that lyric. You were like, at the end of A Bloody History. What's
I've
the,
been drinking,
What's the
I don't
lyric?
know.
Like imprisoned to
I can't
it's like
remember.
one of the last lyrics.
I can't remember what game they're in.
But
But
basically, we were talking about how
I
like the
just-
Sheikah basically get banished to the Twilight Realm, and
yes, but that's
That's-
not.
That's like
that's
a
like
deep cut fan theory,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
if that's true.
yeah, no,
that's
I
actually-
was
I
just
mean,
talking,
no
well,
one
they're
knows
talking
it's
about
true,
like
that's why it's a theory.
Twilight.
But anyway,
Yeah.
I thought
I'm-
you were referencing more Breath of the Wild and Ocarina of Time.
not Breath of the Wild.
Because Breath of the Wild is
I
by
wrote it
far
about-
the game with the most Sheikah in it.
I wrote it about historically, like fan theory wise. If anyone wants to know, like I hope this doesn't ruin the song for you because obviously I did leave it open to interpretation. But personally, what I was writing about was the fan theory where Do we want to do this right now?
Hashtag fan
Oh, it's
fiction.
happening. It's
Where,
happening.
like and I've been drinking, and obviously I did not write it yesterday, but from my understanding of the fan theory, I feel like I'm gonna get it wrong
Yeah.
and then regret it.
So if
So
we
much
talk
pressure.
about it, if we analyze it, and we go into
Oh,
further
God.
detail, and if I can talk about it
My
a
God.
little bit longer.
So
and,
like the royalty kind of murdered all of those people, and that was like why there was like all of those
corpses.
tombs and
Wait, Sean,
things,
Sean,
and
that's-
that's basically what it was about.
That's
Like it was,
Ocarina, right?
I think so, yeah.
Because musically, it was very much based
Yeah.
on Ocarina of Time.
And I
all
okay, so yeah, it was more about Ocarina of Time. And whenever I'm writing the songs, I always ask these guys, like, what game are you referencing? Is there a specific part? And that's the reason, so that whenever I look into the fan theories, it's at least about like that part of the game. I'm so sorry.
Grape juice.
But anyway, yeah.
Is that the
Should
one
I
you
try
want?
that one first since it's almost
No,
done?
dude. Yeah,
The white
probably.
one is.
I'm not gonna
Wait, which one do you want, Andy?
Martha wants to know if you have plans for the
I don't want to. I was speaking for him.
Oh,
I
I'm
don't
drinking
know if we
beer.
do. Do we
I
have,
wanna
Let's
drink
just take the
juice.
rest.
Yeah.
There's nothing in here.
do we have any plans for the 35th anniversary?
It smells very pink.
yeah. 35th anniversary of Zelda is next year. Is 1986.
I guess
Zelda 1.
technically
There's
maybe.
always an anniversary for something every year. Because this
Yeah.
was Majora's Mask this year.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we can like.
Hopefully
you
some.
know,
I mean, we're gonna
do a
be.
show or something.
We
that
should be
contributes.
releasing stuff next year anyway, and also yeah, that's a good
What's it
idea.
taste like?
It tastes like a rosé. I mean, it's a very stock rosé.
I'm thinking like a candy.
But yeah, like we should be
Oh.
releasing music
This
throughout
coming year,
next
yeah.
year, and maybe doing some kind of 35th anniversary show of some kind could be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it depends
Yeah.
where the world is at.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it depends.
because we still have like shows we're gonna do this year got pushed next year. So we have what we have,
Mad with Power.
Mad with Power
in August.
in August. We've got the one up in Pittsburgh, right?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Wait, we have one in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
Confluence.
Confluence?
yeah,
Is
yeah,
that still
yeah,
happening?
yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. They just asked us to come next year.
Oh, okay.
We'll see how the vaccine
that was like
goes.
what was,
Yeah,
that
if
was like
things are
July,
going
wasn't it?
well, around August. I mean, we do want to. We're going out to Madison, Wisconsin for Mad with Power, so it would be kind of silly not to put a few more shows in there.
Yeah. So like our touring philosophy is basically get like a big con and hit shows along the way. So
Up to the
I feel
con,
like we
yeah.
can't really talk about that right now.
I mean, I can
Unless
I
there's
can talk
another
about
one.
some of the stuff I know we're not working on currently.
Okay.
Whittle it down for them.
Yeah, process of elimination.
This is the one I
Okay,
really want to
so,
do, but well, if they
our
care that
friend
much to
Rad
figure
Plaid
out, then
Dad.
go for it.
Who? That's Michael Schonk, right? Red Plaid Dad.
I think so.
He's asking if what one melody is from the game that we're dying to work with that we haven't really done yet. I know Midna's Lament from Twilight Princess is up there for me.
I actually always wanted to do a song about I either wanted to do a song or an album about the sages and have like their individual stories. I don't know if that's ever going to happen, but that's like an idea that I had a
Yeah.
long time ago.
That's the nice thing about Zelda is like
There's
you
so
know,
many
A lot
so
of
much
lore.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like I would like to eventually release like we could do like a 3-part album EP series on like the 3 timelines, or we could talk about the sages,
Yeah.
or we could do
As long as it's always 3. 'Cause
It doesn't
Yeah.
have to
that's
be.
the thing in Zelda.
Yeah, it's always
But
3.
yeah, kind of.
3 or
Power,
7.
wisdom, courage.
Yeah.
Yep.
3 or 7. Yeah, I would like to do something with Yuga's theme from Link Between Worlds on 3DS. I think he has a really cool theme song, so I would like to do something with that at some point.
Yeah. There's a lot.
Yeah,
There's
there's
a lot
always
to
a
work
lot
with.
more you want to do and less
Mhm.
time to do it in.
Yeah.
Well, there's definitely more story than melodies.
Right. Which is where
So
I
and I think
love
that's
it.
generally where we're going is more original
Right.
music.
But addressing like the various
Right.
storylines.
Because there's
Yeah.
a lot of lore, there are a lot of theories, and that's probably my favorite part of the writing process is like reading all of the theories that people come up with based on the games. And I'm not saying that there's not a lot of content in the games, because obviously there is, and there's like huge number of games, but it's interesting to see how much people like kind of pick through the games to like, you know, see these different timelines and see these different paths, and like they have these theories that are both very different, but also both have, like, you know, if you had two competing theories, obviously, like, both have a lot of substance to potentially back them up. And I think that that sort of speaks to the game developers who came up with these, of, like, leaving it open so that people can have their own opinions and, you know, relate to it on a personal level. And it's not pigeonholed so that, you know, it's not just, like, catering to one specific group of people. It's something that, you know, everyone can enjoy and everyone can relate to and everyone can sort of bring their own personal opinions into it, and I always think that's really cool. Sorry, that was kind of a tangent.
No, almost a rant, but you didn't.
It wasn't a rant.
Oracle of Seasons and Ages would be a neat split EP, says Michael Schonk.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that is actually a cool idea. I've never played either of those. But
Same here. I've never
Played,
any of the
Seasons.
Game Boy stuff. I've never been able to
No,
play.
Oracle of Seasons is.
Except for
Yeah,
Link's
yeah, 'cause
Awakening.
I
because it
didn't
was released
I
on the
didn't
Switch.
have a Game Boy at the time when the Oracle games came out.
No,
Or the
that's ancient
3DS.
technology for you.
Well, I mean, I saw commercials for them. I just didn't have a Game Boy yet.
He was just in diapers.
I was 5. I didn't have any money.
Tiny. He's so tiny.
Could you want?
The first Game Boy I had was a Game Boy Advance.
I didn't even play video games until like 5 years ago, so I don't want to hear it.
I don't know how you made it this far.
Because my parents wouldn't let me play video games.
That explains a lot.
It does explain a lot. You can thank them for
What
my
does that
pent-up
explain? I
aggression.
don't get it.
I never got to get my aggression out. I played The Sims, which is like the biggest circle of hell that you can have. The
Oh.
game has no end.
I
Explains the
literally
anger
feel bad
issues.
for your
Right.
Sims.
I know. I
They got
will
the
say
brunt of it.
a lot of cheat codes happen where they got boxed into rooms and died. That's a thing. Sims fans understand.
I just do that IRL.
You take the ladder
wait, we're
right
on
out of the
stream.
pool.
Hopefully nobody heard that.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. Anyway, next question.
Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, he's just saying we should play the Oracle games. Yeah, I definitely intend to, because I have beaten very few Zelda games.
I probably play more Zelda games than you have, and that's sad.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. They are good.
They're so good.
I just never finished them.
I've played a fair few.
There are a fair few that I haven't played. Of course, you've played them. You've played like all the Zelda games. Are there any Zelda games that you haven't played?
We have our
See?
friend Devin behind
Yeah.
the camera, by the way.
He's the one who does a lot of our videos as well.
She's asking nobody.
Yeah, because they might not be able to hear Devin, and so
Do it.
Lily's just like
I'm just talking to the camera person.
Yeah, it's talking.
The mic's
Hello.
not set up for that. Everyone's
I picked up this much of what you were saying and like do it.
They're like, yeah, my interface is like cranked all the way up.
Oh, you're gonna blow.
It's gonna blow.
Hunter Tree wants to know if any of you have played Minish Cap.
I have started Minish Cap. I don't know if I should say that, but I'm emulating it, but
Oh, you fucking
it's
pirate.
fun. I really like it. I love the sprite work. Toon Link is my favorite version of
Emulating
Link.
it.
So
Like
any
the
game with Toon Link,
He's-
I'm like,
He's
yeah,
a pirate.
you know.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Stole it.
wait, what's it called? Four
To
Swords
be fair,
Adventures.
if they would just release
That's
it on
cool.
the Switch, then
Yeah.
Oh, we should play Four Swords Adventures at some point, like with the band.
It's
That'd be so fun.
how?
There's 5 of us.
Yeah, just swap off.
But also, like, how do we set that up? Because I don't.
Emulate.
I've heard there's no good way to emulate that.
Oh shoot, you're right. I tried to emulate it one time.
Because you
we had
need
trouble.
like separate hardware.
It's-
for each
it's
one.
difficult.
Yeah.
It's difficult even to emulate it. They need to re-release that game.
Yeah, they need like it would
On
be
the
great
Switch?
for Switch.
Yeah, if they re-release that, we should play that.
They need to make another Metroid.
Yeah, you hear us,
They need to
Nintendo?
do
Come
a lot
on.
of things.
They're making Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah, they like restarted like 3 years into production.
Yeah, because they had some other company doing it. They're like, we don't like this, so we're gonna have Retro Studios make it instead.
Yeah,
Shit.
which is what they should have done in the first
Yes,
place.
absolutely, and I'm sure they've realized that now.
Nintendo,
But-
get with it.
I have a friend who works at Nintendo, but he's on marketing, not,
Oh, no.
not
Then-
development.
Oh, then we get a cease and desist order from Nintendo. It's like, just talk shit about Metroid. Boo.
Yeah, we should probably not talk shit about Nintendo.
yeah. We're already on their shit list, I'm sure.
I doubt they know we exist.
Yeah.
I bet you at least one employee at Nintendo of America knows.
Probably.
Nintendo.
Slurring already.
Just say their name a whole lot more times on this stream. That'll keep you off.
Nintendo.
That's racist.
Weeb.
We would like to play. Do you guys remember those ads? Those ads were
Yeah.
great. There were no ads for the Wii U. I mean, it didn't sell too well. I wonder why.
How about their magazine
Oh, wow.
ads in Nintendo Power?
Oh,
Yeah, doesn't that taste like grape juice?
Nintendo Power was? I loved that
I,
magazine.
I love how
Ads were
honest they were
so
though on
weird
their
towards the
website.
end.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
were just like,
They should
this
just
is
put a
for a specific type of person.
They should just put a picture of like Spanky from the Little Rascals remake, because that kid did the Welch's grape juice commercials.
To be fair, like it's actually like drinkable. Like I've had a lot of wine that's like way too sweet, but even though this tastes like grape
yeah,
juice,
it's not too sweet,
It's
but it
like-
tastes like grape juice.
yeah, it's like grape juice for adults.
Grape juice that'll fuck
Well,
you
Gra-
up.
grape juice with attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you again, Hunter Chio. Like we like legitimately appreciate.
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
feeding
This is
into
our appreciation.
Yeah,
like
I'm-
downing.
Yeah, we're,
3
we're,
bottles
we're
of
yeah
wine.
we're almost there already. Yeah, Michael Shonk.
It doesn't take much for you.
Michael
No, it
Shonk
doesn't.
said, friend in marketing at Nintendo, hey, if you ever need a song for a Zelda launch, I mean, that'd be great, but I also feel like drawing attention to us
Yeah.
would be bad.
Like I said, we're in the fair use. Most of our content
Yeah.
is original.
We're in
You know,
fair
it's
use.
inspired. We never use specific characters, imagery, names, content.
But
so
I'm
it's-
also not like writing a letter to Nintendo and being like, "Hey, we're
Yeah.
awesome. Please listen to us."
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to invite.
Can we open up
them.
the theme park at
But-
Disney World?
But what if they were like into it?
Yeah.
That would
they,
be awesome.
They
I-
had a song
I-
with vocals at the end of Mario Odyssey,
I
and
would love
my
it.
first thought was like, "Oh my god, wouldn't it be the coolest thing if they like put us into a Zelda?"
Yeah, like
game?"
if they contacted us, I'd be cool with it. I'm nervous about contacting them. You know what I mean?
I feel like I've heard they've sponsored bands in the past.
Yeah.
Like VGM bands?
No, it
Co-
was,
covering their stuff or
Horse the band, I think.
I have no idea
Horse?
who that is.
They're like a Nintendo core band.
huh? I
Whatever
mean,
that means.
if
I
it's,
don't know what that means.
it's like probably like mathcore with like 8-bit
Yeah.
synths and
Mm.
stuff.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just nervous. Because it could go
They're
either
just a
way.
large
It could go either
company.
way.
Yeah.
And they have
I think-
more lawyers than we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would.
So
As
Lawyer?
No,
Exactly.
We don't. So if they
We
have
have
one
0.
lawyer, they have more than us.
Yeah.
yeah, we're under fair use, but
Please don't.
Do
She
it.
loves that scooter, and I
I've
don't need breaking
discovered
it.
that I cannot lie to your daughter when we're drinking because I went upstairs and she ran to me and I picked her up and she said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "You know, getting drunk." And then I
like-
was like,
Did she crush her
probably
face and
not-
be like, "You're like my daddy"?
She sniffed your breath like, smells like daddy.
Oh,
like
no.
daddy.
"Don't say that. That's terrible." No.
I mean, it's not wrong. I mean, it's fair.
No, she's such a sweetheart.
She's only got 1 kidney though, so she can't be like me.
It's fair.
Yeah, make sure you tell her
Oh.
that when she's a teenager.
I thought you were like bragging, like.
You're gonna have
No.
nice.
No, she's got
Sean's-
1 kidney. She can't drink like me.
Sean's
Yeah.
the talk with Mina is gonna have
Oh,
to be
it's-
the talk about her not being able to be like him with alcohol because
What?
It's Painted Dreams. He's in the chat.
Hey, what's up, man?
Long time no see, man. Where
Painted
you been?
Dreams? Where you been, bro?
What the
Yeah.
heck, man?
He's like, oh,
We're
I
all
got
very
called.
excited because
I,
he talked
I
a lot.
made that
and
18+ channel just for you, and you left. I'm just saying.
we
Peace
were all
out,
very
Girl
excited.
Scout.
Just for
Well,
you.
welcome.
Sorry, we're reading your comments. That's why it's quiet.
Speak of Mina.
Speak of
What
the
up,
devil. Come here,
girlfriend?
baby girl.
You want to come on? You can.
Your daddy's
You
ready.
can-
For your big moment?
Oh,
you
I
just
see.
want that.
Okay.
Oh, you-
Well, it's been a fun visit.
Baby girl, you don't want to come over here?
You don't want to be on the screen?
You want to be on the TV?
She's like, I don't know. This is a lot of pressure.
It is. I feel it. I'm feeling it.
All right.
Okay, that's
You
fine.
go back upstairs. Oh, they're right there.
Yeah, they're on.
Oh, the battery ran out. The battery died. All right.
They're loving it.
I know. I saw.
Oh,
I saw you.
Oh, and you taught me?
Yeah. Did you hear Daddy say I love you too, Mina?
Yeah, I did.
This is my daughter, Mina.
Grandpa Dad asked if there's any new equipment that you're pumped to record with.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
your mic, which is
I just
featured right now.
Yep, I just bought an SM7B, mainly to record scratch tracks, but we've kind of been tweaking it and trying to figure out if we can record in-house vocals because
All right,
I'm.
I love you. We should get Andy to
She's so
talk
cute.
about his
Wait,
Yeah.
new equipment.
Oh yeah. When
He
comes
probably
down,
went to the
that's
restroom.
Andy's got some new
Um,
gear
yeah.
he can share about.
But it's just easier to record vocals in-house because I'm really particular about how I sound. Surprise, surprise. So
But that's another thing. Like, we're really trying to like be able to do more like in-house recordings.
Saves us money as well.
yeah.
Well, it saves us money, and we can do as many takes as we want. you know?
Yeah, I
Exactly.
think that's more my issue. Like, I like the fact that if we need to put more harmonies or if we forgot something,
Right.
because I feel like on the last recording,
There's
like
so
we-
many times where
we
like
might have forgotten to do something, and then we're like, well, I guess.
it's not even a
That's it.
forget thing. It's just like sometimes you don't even think of doing something until you hear what you had
Yeah.
originally in
You,
mind.
you don't get any time to like marinate on
Like
it. and process
there's
it.
definitely at least one song on the last album that when I listened to it again, I was like, you know, this would have been a great song to throw some
Is it-
harmonies in, and I
Is
just
it the same song I'm thinking of?
forgot it. So.
All right,
Yeah.
on the count of three. 3, 2. Oh.
Yeah, that one. At least some doubling or something during
Yeah.
like the bigger sections.
I don't. Oh.
I love you too, baby girl.
She's so cute.
Uh,
Oh my god.
I don't even know if they could
Daughter.
hear that, but yeah.
I'm so sorry. Mina just said that she loved Sean, and it was like the cutest thing that I've ever seen. But Mina is like the cutest thing in the world. So.
She's pretty amazing.
Oh my god, she's so adorable and has all of the unicorns. But anyway,
All of the unicorns.
I don't even remember what
where
we're
did
talking
Andy
about.
go?
I don't know.
He's-
Bathroom?
yeah, probably.
Maybe he's
He's
taking a-
upstairs watching.
The
Maybe-
one question is-
But in terms of gear, I did get a Jackson USA Misha Mansour.
Oh,
Uh,
are you
signature-
The two of
about
them?
This?
Of
Oh.
course he
I'm,
is.
I'm not
Okay.
I'm not bragging, but like that's about new gear. Like yeah, it's
yeah,
a cool
talk
guitar.
about how they sent you
Yeah.
a free one.
Yeah,
just
I
because.
bought one and got one free because they just messed up with their shipments or something.
Hey, Andy's back.
Yeah,
Uh,
I hate him. So
Right,
much.
right at the beginning, because I ordered it right at the beginning of quarantine lockdown, like in March, and they just sent me 2 of them. I'm like, well, that's great.
Thanks,
I
guys.
I double checked to make sure I wasn't charged twice. I was not charged twice, so I got one for free.
Yeah,
It's a new sponsor situation, probably, that he just doesn't know about yet.
that'd be great. We haven't had any sponsorships yet.
I don't know if that was Movado or Sean.
Oh, no.
Maybe there's a question for you, Casey.
Yes.
What?
Brad
About new
Dad
gear.
wants to know if there's any new equipment lately that you're pumped to record with.
Oh, possibly.
I bet it was the dog. Dog farts are really bad.
I have a
Yeah.
new electronic drum set. And been doing a lot of
Sean
demoing
also
on
did
it,
run to the
Um,
upstairs.
working out, sample libraries,
Say what?
drum libraries, and
Yeah.
potentially for future recordings.
I've been farted on.
So excited about that. It's the brand new Roland VAD 506, which is nobody gives a shit about drums. So
That
I
is
don't know why
not
I'm talking
true. He told us all this earlier, but
You guys were so loud in that mic. And he's like talking about his passion. So he's just like, someone farted.
That says it all.
this is why
This is
people
the
watch
band
us.
dynamic right
This
here.
is why people watch us. I'm so sorry, Andy.
No, his new stuff's really cool.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
super cool.
no,
I'm
seriously.
really excited.
Like Andy has done some demos and stuff with his new drum
You
set,
doing?
with his electronic drum kit,
He's putting the
and
mic right in
it
front of
sounds great. Probably
Can you all
not.
hear me
It's a
now?
really hot mic.
Like I'm sure that made some awful noises while you're like messing with the cable.
Like it's
Oh,
pumped
no.
all the way up. Andy,
The viewer count is just dropping.
Down to 13.
That's what we were at anyway.
lucky 13.
Yep.
Hey. Oh my God,
Okay,
Andy!
are you done talking about your drums?
Wow.
I didn't at all.
Aw.
No, like it is really cool. He's been sending us demos.
Do you want to switch
That
seats
sounds
with
really,
me?
really
And
I'm
it'll
very
be
loud.
really easy
Don't
to
hear me.
mix too, because you can even control like what do you call it? the microphone position.
Oh, they're not sure if
And
it's,
all
like,
that stuff.
actually going to the stream. Like, I'm hearing it in the phones, and it's fine, but
Huh.
maybe the stream isn't getting it.
Oh shit.
That's weird.
They didn't even get my joke about crunching.
Wait, so have they not heard anything that those two have said?
Completely
It
lost.
would be funny if they didn't.
Oh, that's not good.
They've definitely been hearing, like, what Matt's been saying.
I'm gonna move this. I apologize if it makes
They're
noise.
saying
Yeah,
that mic's
that's-
not making sound.
Yes, yeah,
and
well-
he was-
Yeah, it's cranked all the way up,
he was
so.
manhandling it, and the gain is max.
Because when somebody was saying Andy was quiet, I didn't realize that they meant like, oh, he's talking, we don't hear it.
Can you guys still hear Kojo when he's talking right now?
Yeah, can you hear me? Can
You'll
you
have
hear
to
me?
wait, but Shigarano says that
Testing.
no, they weren't getting any sound from that one.
Testing, 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 testing.
Maybe you'll just
This
have
is
to talk
Kojo.
louder.
This is Kojo. I mean, I can be very loud.
Me too. That's why I moved the microphone away from
Alright,
myself.
well, in that case, can we move the mic so I don't just...
Okay,
Can
here we go.
just start
Well,
over.
that's just-
Yeah, we're starting over, guys.
Oh no!
Andy chewing this whole time.
Well, I mean, he was
That's
chewing.
all that's been
Only
happening.
Devin could hear Andy chewing.
It was...
It was right there.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'll tell you guys, streaming is fucking hard. It is a difficult thing.
Yeah,
As-
I don't understand how some people can stream like 8 hours a day. I
Oh
don't,
my god.
I don't get it.
Well, I
I would
don't. I
never-
don't mean like physically. I
mean, I
mean the
couldn't do it physically.
the technology
Well, yeah,
behind
that
it.
too. I mean, but,
Okay, Matt sounds really good now.
can
Andy,
you
go
still
ahead
hear
and say
Lily and
something.
I? Lily's
I mean,
still-
they can still hear me.
Yeah,
I'm
Lily will be
loud.
fine. Andy, go ahead and just say it. Test it. Just test it.
Can you guys hear me?
No, come
He's
on.
Don't
whispering.
whisper, jackass.
Mary literally said, just don't whisper.
Or if you're gonna whisper, you need to get right up on the mic. So.
Did anyone hear anything about anything that I've ever said?
It's a fair question.
And it's good that we moved the mic away from his
Oh my god. Now you sound
Okay,
good,
now you
Andy.
sound good.
Oh my god.
You just have to let Sean notice.
Yeah. Like that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm a quiet person most of the
They
time.
said, "What kind of electric set
You
is
are
it,
kind of
Andy?"
quiet
Yeah, but I can get really loud.
And they said, "Welcome, Matt and Andy."
when you're doing the.
So the
your
electronic
thing.
drum set is
Yeah.
brand new from Roland. It's called the VAD 506, and it's designed to feel and look like a real acoustic drum set. And it's awesome. I got some Steven Slate drum samples that sound incredible, and looking to work them into Master Sword.
Fuck yeah.
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 I'm all for it. It's
We're all very excited.
Yeah,
really
no,
easy to mix drum samples.
It's nice. Like
mixing live drums. I have no idea what I'm doing.
I like having like your drum parts like in the demos we do
Yeah.
Yes.
because it
It
completely
adds-
changes it. Yeah.
It
Oh yeah.
adds that human element. Really brings it together. Like I remember when with the song "The Final Door" off the Final Door.
Yeah.
I remember when Andy sent his demo for that, and I was just like, "Oh, now I get it. Now I understand this song." You know what I mean?
Really, the
Drums are
drums.
very important.
Follow up.
Yeah. Like no, I mean like I liked it before, but like when he added the drums, I was like, now
You're lucky
everything
the sword is in the way of the smacking
everything
arm.
fits
You
together.
did this
now.
on purpose, didn't you?
Yeah. For both
Drums,
parts.
drums help with composition.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's a follow-up question about your drums for you, Andy.
Is it the Kevlar mesh heads? I'm a drummer and had the Roland TD-4. Honestly liked the feel. How does it feel to you?
Yes. So it has the mesh heads, and I definitely feel like that's the best that electronic drums can do at this point. You're able to tune them to adjust like the tension, and that makes them feel way more like real drum heads. But whether or not that's changes the effect of the triggering or whatnot, but yeah, I definitely like the mesh over the rubber pads.
Yeah, I remember I had an electronic kit and we got mesh heads for him, and it made a huge difference.
Absolutely. But it's no matter what, it's hard for me to transition from real drums to electronic. I'm super impressed with how electronic drums are able to trigger samples and how and Lily's just not enough not enough alcohol.
You're like
over-
trying to pour and
over
there's
there
nothing
for-
in there.
Start trying to like lick a drop out of the bottle.
Here.
Here.
There's more.
Have
this,
some
this
plonk.
conversation
I'm
here.
not gonna put it in the same cup.
I
Why?
hate lyrics in
You have
songs
monster?
just as
I
much
mixed
as
the
she
sangria
hates
in the
drums.
pink one.
That is.
But
Yeah.
Never mind.
I've been working with the same gear, so I don't really have much to say. I have developed a new guitar sound though, because the good thing about working with like a digital amp modeler is you can experiment with different amp sims, you know.
Yeah.
Like, so the sky's the limit, really.
Yeah, it's really easy to change your signal chain. You can download ones off the internet, etc.
So I use a Line 6 Helix, and the model I've been using lately is Rev. I don't know if you guys have heard of the company. You have you heard of Rev before?
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Rev, yeah. Yeah, this is not interesting, so that's all I want to say.
I mean, it's interesting.
But it sounds
to
way better.
guitarists.
It sounds way better
I
than it
admittedly
did
was not-
previously. So
It's not even that I was not interested. It's just that like I have no fucking clue what you guys are talking about right now.
it's all about personal taste in sound of our instruments, and
Yes.
generally to get like really really good sounds out of any instrument, it requires a lot of time and money,
oh
Yep.
yes,
and more so for drums. To get modern drum sounds in a real studio with real drums takes days, and that's just a lot of money.
Yeah.
I hope Drew's not listening because
I'm sorry,
He's
Drew.
not.
No.
he's not.
Wait, why? He knows it's a lot of money.
I mean, he's probably still gonna be mixing.
Let me just
and mastering, so-
interject that. Sorry for not being here, but I was actually setting up Age of Calamity so my 3-year-old can play
Oh my god, my
Awesome.
heart hurts.
by herself.
That's so cute.
Don't you know that playing video games at a young age rots the brain?
I hope so. Her favorite is Urbosa because she's like.
Because she's
tall.
a badass.
Urbosa is one of my favorites to play.
She's
as a young age.
amazing.
Yeah.
And Rivali. I really like playing as Rivali.
Really? I hate
So you guys
Rivali.
are giving it good enough reviews where I should play it past the demo.
I haven't even touched it.
So
I don't know. It
I
depends
feel like
on...
the game gets way better
Dylan
past the
says yes.
demo. Like
I agree.
the game was very stagnant and boring in like the beginning stages, and once you get past like
Once
the,
you start
the,
unlocking
the
other
intro,
characters.
this is how you play. It gets a lot more fun and a lot more challenging.
Yeah,
Um,
like just like past like the first 2 or 3 missions.
Yeah.
Once you pass the first 2 or 3 missions, it gets.
I mean,
a lot
I feel
better.
like that's most games. Like The Witcher 3 is agony to get through the freaking Griffin, prologue.
Yeah.
And like once you get past that, you're like, oh, thank God, the stupid Griffin story's over and we can continue with our lives. So, like most games, find it hard to like keep it interesting when they're trying to teach you what to do. So,
But,
Did
but
you
at the
see
same
what Red
time,
Flag
if
Dad
you're like,
Kind of.
if you
Kinda
just
drunk.
don't like the type of game that Age of
Forgot how to
Calamity
read.
is, you're not gonna enjoy
yeah,
it.
like that's
Yeah.
part of the reason I haven't played it is just because it
don't-
doesn't seem like the kind of game that I would want to play. But I'm not sure because when I watched somebody playing it, like it looked like it was a lot of fun.
I
and I
think
might
the best thing to do
enjoy
would
it,
be-
so.
play it with somebody who has it already,
Yeah.
and then see what you think.
So like later tonight, Lil Who will be trying out some
Mhm.
Age of Calamity upstairs.
Yep. Lil Who, that's my name now. That's my gangster name, Lil Who.
Lil who?
Lil Who.
Why?
Did I say that?
That's what you said. You said Lil
I
Who's
said
gonna
Lily
be-
Will.
You said Lil Who.
Lily, you're drunk.
Yeah.
You're
Go
both
home.
drunk, so and I didn't hear either of you, so I don't have no idea who's right.
Person has a name on.
I don't think
Right.
Sean's drunk. It's just
Yeah, that's
No, it's
Rad
just
Flag
me.
Dad.
Sean's
Okay.
never drunk.
Yeah,
It takes him
Uh,
a long time to get
Rad
there.
Plaid Dad.
It takes me a while to
To
get there,
respond
too.
to your
I seriously thought you said Lil Who.
message, yes, being a drummer is no fun in the studio because you
or
gotta,
or live.
or live.
Listen.
Live.
Anywhere where you have
Well-
to set up the drum kit.
Okay,
And
but
then tear it
Live
down.
at least to have
listen.
some sort of like energy after the show or maybe before the show.
But
or,
then you
know.
lose it when you're backing up.
In the studio, it's just like, okay, I gotta set up, and it takes like 2 hours, and then
Or
like after
takes
playing a
longer than
full
2
day
hours.
of like playing, and then you got to pack up, and it's like nighttime, and you're like ready to sleep, and you just got to pack up and drive home. It's terrible.
Yeah, I always feel bad for you because, like, even at live
He
shows.
doesn't help pack up, but
No, I don't help, but I feel bad. So, but
In-
neither do any of
in
you.
Matt's
No.
I offer.
I
offer.
always.
Sean's always there.
I will move
I am-
stuff, but I will
Jojo
never
helps
take
sometimes.
anything apart.
Yep.
Like I will always offer. Do you need
Lily
help
barely
moving stuff?
doesn't even
But
carry a microphone.
Yeah, Lily doesn't carry shit
I've
to
carried your
show.
drums before.
Could
She
someone?
has show. Matt's
Don't
never
you
touched the
sass
drum.
me like that.
That is not true.
I
I
have
have carried
100%
your
carried
super
your
heavy
drums.
cymbal pack.
Well, it has wheels.
The only
It's
person.
still heavy. It is still really heavy.
Since I joined the band, I don't think I've seen Lily carry shit too.
Literally the only person that I ever help for shows
I help carry
is
stuff
Andy
in and
because
take
it
it
takes
out,
him
but
the
I don't help
longest
set
to
it
set
up.
up.
Yeah,
I
sometimes.
always help Andy.
I will defend
I never help
Lily.
any
Lily,
of you fuckers.
Lily for 2 years was like sole proprietor of the merch booth, which is like
Fuck y'all.
racks and racks. Of
Yeah, I don't touch the merch.
feel like
merch
that's
booth,
unfair to Mary.
that's-
I'm
That
just
is.
saying.
She helped a lot too.
No, Mary helps a lot too, but like
It
for
was
the first
always
2 years
Mary
of the
and
band-
I,
For the
like
first 2
bringing
years of the
everything
band,
in,
it was
keeping
always
track
like
of
Lily
the.
and Devin and Mary like bringing in like
And it's
milk
elaborate.
carts.
It's
Yeah.
elaborate. So and I don't touch that. So, it's
I
a trade-off.
do feel like we all help bring stuff in at least, right, and take it
Yeah.
out, even if. But you
Yeah,
still have to
call
set
it
up
out.
by yourself
Just
because
'cause I
there's
don't
only
have
so
it
much we
connected
can
to
do.
my
After like
microphone.
the 2 hours where we're like looking for you, you'll help.
Oh!
Are you serious? Are you serious? You're calling me out of
It's
all
worth it
people
just
because I
for
know I
Kojo's
fucking help you.
noises coming out of his mouth. I'm here just to hear Kojo laugh, so I don't
You
know.
can at least call her out a little bit because she doesn't help carry any of your drum gear in. Come on.
Yes, I do. I
Next
always help you.
question.
Next question.
Next question,
Please.
please.
Likes
I mean-
playing as Urbosa as well. That's the latest question that isn't about these drums.
Yeah, Urbosa, Rivali, Link's two-handed stance I really like. Impa. Impa is freaking broken.
Yeah.
in Age of Calamity.
Well, you can have like 8 clones and just
Yeah.
like wreck house. I like Daruk, but
Oh, Daruk is a lot of fun
Yeah.
too. I tend to like those powerhouse.
I like
broken.
Link. I like Daruk. I play. Who else do I
You're
play?
getting smacked
I
later.
don't like Zelda in that game.
Yeah, Zelda's a little
Hey, I'm the
weird.
one who's getting smacked right now.
Verbally.
Hey, we're talking about Age of Calamity, not your ego. Okay, so Age of Ego is over. so.
Your ego? or-
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
heard
said
ego.
Which,
See,
by
it's
the
not
way,
just me. He is drunk.
which, by the way, ego means English.
Oh,
Japanese.
oh,
See?
come on.
Exactly.
There we
That's
go.
what I meant to say.
Yep.
Exactly.
There we
That's
go.
exactly it. Kojo knows. He's translating.
Kojo's always here to correct our Japanese.
Yep.
Nathan,
Sold us
Nathan
knit.
Bryan asks, if you did a non-Zelda EP or album, which game/series would you pick?
Witcher.
Castlevania.
Yeah, I think
Ooh, The
Castlevania
Witcher,
was brought
though.
up,
but-
The Witcher.
I don't know any songs for the Witcher.
Yeah,
though,
I don't
except-
feel like
except
Because
The
we
for
would make
Toss a
them.
Coin.
There's so many good stories.
Yeah, but I'm thinking
And
of
the
the
music is also
perspective of the
good.
actual music.
The music is really good. Maybe you should play the fucking game
Is
before
there-
you go judging.
We're gonna have to cut off this. This
No,
feels
no,
like
this is what they want to see. This is what we every fucking live stream we talk about this shit, but they don't see it.
Yeah.
Well, carry on. Go ahead and finish your.
No,
sentence.
I'm just saying like Castlevania has some of the best
It
like
does.
starting music you could
100%.
work with of
It's so
any
great.
like video game series.
But I would also want to do The Witcher. It would be a hard decision.
Also, we could all dress like goths,
That
and
would
that's
be
pretty
really
cool.
too.
Goths are never cool.
And I'm
I
so
feel
into
like-
Castlevania.
I feel like after Zelda, there wouldn't just be one game. It would
No.
just be.
Yeah,
it would
expanded
just
to
be
games in
Yeah.
general.
VGM music.
Yeah.
right.
Because frankly, we're not all gonna like the same game music anyway.
We don't all like the same game now in Zelda.
There's not much drums in The Witcher, so
What?
I mean, it
There's
doesn't
not
really
much
matter anyway.
Yeah, but if you're going for a band that plays
Oh,
like
fair.
original content in the theme of a
Right.
game,
it was a
Yeah.
joke.
Doom Eternal, thank you, Angel.
Doom.
yeah.
I don't know if I could play those drum parts.
No,
My mouth's done.
one of the best modern game soundtracks out there,
Wow.
and I don't say that just
That's
because
the
I'm
next
biased because I
album.
work for
Yeah.
Bethesda.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening over on this couch.
Possession.
I'm scared.
Give me cookies.
Oh my god, I love the Cookie Monster.
Cookies.
Okay.
This is
Maybe.
the flow.
what's happening
I
right
feel
now.
like this
I'm
is
sorry.
what Rush Limbaugh sounds like.
Probably. I'm so sorry to everyone who's here watching us because I'm not sure. Lily may not even
I'm not
need
sorry.
to clean
You're
her.
welcome.
What?
I'm getting cheese.
Lily may not even need to clean her vocals for that. What do you mean by clean her vocals?
Maybe Doom Eternal.
Oh,
Restart to install the newest Windows feature
I
update.
don't care, Windows. I want to see the comments. Stop it.
Back, Satan.
Get out of here.
Has anyone seen Matt Hafey's
Remember,
Toss
toss a
a
coin to your
Witcher?
Shanster with a
cover?
leather aplenty. That's funny.
Wait, what was that?
Yeah, but this is
James
really
Hunter
good.
said, remember, toss a coin to your Shanster with leather aplenty. I've been kind of working on more lyrics for that parody.
I must
That
be
sounds
poet.
glorious.
This is a
It's
jack
James Hunter.
cheese with mushroom in it. So good.
I think that's my favorite.
We have a big old cheese board if you did not
The second
see
one
that
is the
situation.
blueberry goat cheese.
Oh, that stuff's so good.
But I think the mushroom cheese is my fave.
I'm surprised no one is eating that brie, but I mean Mary's upstairs, so she gonna demolish
Yeah,
that brie.
we'll bring it back up for her.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna brie it back up.
Hey,
Brie it back up.
Brie it
Brie
back
it back up.
Yeah, I
Lily,
agree. You
can
should grit it up and
you
get some
can
more
harshen up
fucking
your vocals
screams
and
in here.
scream most of the lyrics if you guys did Doom songs. See, here's the thing though. I don't generally gravitate towards like screamy vocals. Like if you ever hear that in a song as like part of a thing, it is an aesthetic choice solely. Like I'm not a huge fan of doing that, mostly because I like
Your
and I
vocal
hate, I'm
cords.
going to sound real bougie when I say this, but I like being able to understand what people are singing. And I very rarely like bands that do that because it's so hard to understand what they're saying. And I feel personally that lyrical content is so important, especially when you're talking about something like Zelda that is so lore based and you want people to understand the story and what you're saying. And generally, if we have parts like that that are more guttural, I usually get like Sean and the guys to do the more guttural stuff because
To bark,
it's just
like
not
dogs.
something that I'm really into doing. Like I'll do it occasionally, and I actually I used to.
give it to you.
Oh my god!
Give it to you.
Obviously, they're very excited about it. I actually used to sing like AC/DC in a cover band in like a real guttural way. That's not what they sound like. Clearly, the young person has not listened to AC/DC, but anyway. But it's
I
not
like them.
it's not something that I'm opposed to doing. It's just not something I would like. I would never be able to be in a doom band if that's what it was, because I just.
Yeah, I
And I feel
personally-
like if that's the tone, then it should be a person who can do that.
I personally, like, if there are harsh vocals in the music, I usually prefer it if there's a mix of
Right.
Yeah.
of clean vocals
Yeah.
and harsh vocals.
Like the verse is
Um,
like the clean, and then the
Yeah, and,
chorus
and,
is like.
and not
"Rah, rah."
all harsh vocals are equal.
Agree.
I think that there are some people who
Fair.
have really cool, like, harsh
Yeah.
vocals, and there's some people who just sound
Just
like,
sound like trash.
you know what I mean? I
Like
I
a
don't
rooster. No one wants
No
that.
one's gonna listen to that.
Yeah.
People do, though.
a
There are a lot of bands that
have
do that.
vocalists that sound like that.
Mhm.
I don't like it.
I'm very.
I've never heard that noise before in my life. So I don't know what you're talking about.
I am very particular about vocals. Very
Just listen to
particular.
any like hardcore.
Amaranth.
And someone
I
passed
feel
me
like,
some plonk.
Like Mikkel Ackerfeld and Matt Heffy have the best
I like both of those.
ability
More
to do
cheese
both.
busting.
And I feel like Killswitch Howard.
You
from
can use
Killswitch
Howard
your
Jones, yes.
His vocals, his singing sounds way better to me than his harsh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I do like his harsh though. He has good harshes.
You know what it-
You know, teach his own.
Yeah.
Singers
teach
can
his
really
own.
surprise you,
I
though.
love Howard's voice though. Like when he sings, I just like he's like
Very
audible chocolate.
Powerful. and Devin Townsend, I like.
Yeah.
Oh
both of
God,
his.
Devin Townsend
He can
has
do
an
everything.
amazing voice.
And he can
Oh, yeah.
scream notes.
It took me forever to realize how much I liked Devin Townsend until like every time I actually lived with Mary for a while, who is like one of the girls who does our merch.
She's our
She's
booth
basically
babe.
like
Our
one
booth
of the
babe.
main booth babes.
She also wrote
and
bunch of
yeah,
songs.
she's like been involved in.
She wrote
Master
Forsaken
Sword
Tribe,
before I
the
was.
winner of our song
Hey,
contest.
yes, she did.
Yeah.
Wait, did she write the whole song or just like lyrics and vocal?
The
What
vocal
contest?
Yeah.
part.
Anyway,
Wait, what did you say, Andy?
but we used to like whenever we would go anywhere, like she usually drove because her car is bigger and better than mine, and she would play like power metal and different things. And I swear, every time any song was a Devin Townsend song, like I wouldn't know, but I would be like, who is this? He's really good. Like I really love his voice. And every time she'd be like Devin Townsend, and I was like, maybe I should listen to him because like
I was listening
every
to
time
him
I
on the way
ask,
here.
it's literally always
Oh.
him.
That was me
Always.
whenever Mary played Camelot. Because
Yeah.
she would play all sorts of power metal, but it was always like the Camelot songs where I was like, what is this band?
Yeah.
Devin Townsend.
I mean, like,
though,
I liked a lot of the other
I was
power
never
metal,
like
yeah.
into Strapping
You don't
Young
like
Lad, but
Camelot?
I really
I
love
do. I
Devin
said I
Townsend.
liked a
I'm
lot of the
shocked
other
Yeah.
stuff
that
too.
you wouldn't like Strapping Young Lad. Well, it depends what you heard from them, though. I guess.
I probably like their music videos. Like
Oh,
I think
'cause-
I like the one that looked like a Sam Raimi like horror film. Like I know they had like this the rotund drummer.
I've only
behind
seen-
them.
Their best albums for Strapping Young Lad are City, Alien, and The New Black. Their first album and their third album are not very good. Their self-titled album's the third one. The first one.
Maybe that's probably what I heard because like I
Um,
really like Devin Townsend, like his solo project stuff.
Yeah, he's
But,
a
like-
phenomenal
like,
guitar player.
I don't know if
composer,
I've
and
ever given
vocalist.
Strapping Young Lad a
Producer,
chance
too.
because what
Yeah.
I've heard from them I hadn't really enjoyed.
Mhm.
And I
It is
coming
very
from
hit or
someone-
miss, for me too.
I mean, strapping is weird. It
Yeah.
is not accessible.
From
in
someone
the,
who likes
the least
gutturals and like I probably have the darkest taste as far as metal goes
I
in
think
the
so,
band.
yeah.
But like Strapping Young Lad has never done it for me. I've always been
Mm.
more like Behemoth and like Iced Earth and like anything dark.
I know
In Flames, so
you
Flame.
you said you liked that one song that I sent you from Textures.
Yes, I did like them.
Go into their
And I
album
like Periphery,
Dualism.
too.
That album Dualism. Speaking of like harsh vocals, but have pitch to them, where there is a melody to the harsh vocals. That singer does that. It's incredible.
Textures. The
I
only
need to
the
look that
only
band up
album
again.
only album for Textures I'm familiar with is Silhouettes. This one.
That's an earlier album.
Yeah,
That's good
that's
stuff.
a great album.
That's good stuff. But the singer that joined right after that album, I think is even better. And I think the two albums that came out right after that are even better. And I mean, it is down the progressive.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys
Rabbit
like
hole,
Trivium?
I love,
love Trivium.
I love Trivium.
Trivium is one of my favorite bands.
Yeah, like I saw them when they went on tour with Iced Earth in like the Ripper years, and that's like when they were releasing Embers to Inferno.
Oh wow,
and,
you saw them early.
Yeah, I saw them early. Like I got to meet Hefe. He was drinking at the bar. Like they were so nothings that no one knew who they were.
Mhm.
And like I actually went there with my little brother and my mom.
Where were they playing?
They were playing in I don't even remember the name of the club, but it was in DC.
It was in DC.
And I went for Iced Earth, but I fell in love with Trivium there. And then, like, they came out with Ascendancy, and I thought that was, like,
Ascendancy.
amazing.
That is the peak.
Like, the only
Trivium
album
for
they've
me.
ever released
Oh.
that I didn't like was Crusade.
Yeah,
And
for me, Shogun is better than Ascendancy.
Shogun is amazing.
Shogun is their
album.
best album.
Yeah.
But their recent two albums are very good as well.
Yeah,
The-
I've kind of like I've fallen out of like time with them. Like I haven't caught up with them, but I
check
love
out
Shogun. I love Ascendancy. I love
In Waves.
In Waves.
In Waves.
Oh,
That is
In
such a
Waves.
good
I don't know. I'm just
I
trying
what
to
I
fit
walked
in.
into, I'm scared.
But
You're just
check
trying to
out
fit
All
in.
the prog guys are like,
check out the Sin
Oh,
and the
no.
Sentence and What the Dead Men Say. Those are the two most recent
Yeah.
albums. Their new drummer that joined with Sin and Sentence, he's fucking incredible.
that single is amazing.
Better
Sin
be.
and Sentence,
Yeah.
Yeah. And like he's actually my age. He's 93 baby. He's the drummer is great.
I thought you were gonna say he's 93, and I was like,
It,
But,
truth comes
I-
out.
But like as we're talking about
looks
like
so
guttural
young.
vocals and stuff,
Yeah.
I really like the band. A lot of bands that I like a lot had to grow on me, like because I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know about this. I like certain aspects, but other aspects I don't know yet. But one of those bands is bands like that are Opeth and such,
that's fair.
and Trivium even had to grow on me.
Yeah.
But Between the Buried and Me, I love them. They're one of my
See,
favorites.
That's
they
one of
they had to
Andy's
grow on me.
favorites.
I need to.
You said it's one of
I've
Mary's
tried to
favorites?
get into
Andy.
Buried in
Oh,
Me,
Andy's.
and I've never been able
Corey
to get
really
over
liked
the
them, too.
threshold. I think I need to listen to their more recent stuff.
Because
Like I listened back in I think
Yes,
probably
Iced Earth. Did we talk about
2005
Iced Earth?
areas when I first got
So
into
you
it.
probably
I
heard,
don't think so.
Alaska.
No.
Yeah.
Sean
Yeah.
briefly
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alaska's
said the
great,
name,
but
I love
but we
Iced
didn't talk
Earth.
about them.
if you're
Not-
not used to them, it's not the best way to get in.
Yeah,
I would say start with.
Alaska's very harsh. Like
yeah,
there's
it's
not a whole lot on the
very
line.
harsh.
Yeah.
I would say start with either Colors, which they did a remaster of, which is
I don't
great.
know.
This
I
is a
listened to
deep
Colors.
cut right
Colors,
here.
we're
I-
talking
about Between the Buried and Me?
Got the notice by
Yeah.
Dream Theater, and Dream
Okay.
Theater brought
Oh wait,
them
no,
on
we're
tour.
talking about
Really?
Dream
So-
Theater now.
Even in
Yeah, Mike
Okay.
Port.
Between
Mike
the Buried and
Portnoy.
Me, I think would be awesome if they would just release some instrumental versions of their songs.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't listen to them, so you're
I
not
like a
gonna
lot of
offend me.
Between the Buried and Me, but this is one of the times where I feel like the vocals, on top of the acrobatics that they're all doing in their songs, is just too much.
There's a lot going. You cannot process Between the Buried and Me on one listen. They That's why I said they had to grow on me. I had to
I feel
listen
like
to
we
them
need to
multiple
switch.
times.
We need to
Yeah.
switch up the sofas. Like, I think
Yeah.
the old people need to go over there, and like the
Wow.
musicians.
But
need to-
I think the
What does that
easiest
mean?
The
Who
musicians?
are the old people?
I'm not a musician now
interpret it
because
as you
I don't
will.
like progressive music.
The easiest stuff for Between the Buried and Me to get into is Coma Ecliptic, which is their 2015
This is going to be a
album.
couch of
It's
4
the most
people,
melodic
then
one.
I'll be over
No,
there.
And,
you-
the
you
two
should
ones
switch
after
with
that,
Lily.
Automata
You guys
1
can talk
and-
about
I
your-
sit where she.
If you
her
listen to
butt's been.
any of those three, I feel like you'll have an easier time.
They're the
getting into
ones
it.
who are...
Well, all right, next time Trivium or
Between the Buried and Me?
Buried and Me or Opeth plays, we need to go.
Yes.
If Opeth's there.
I mean,
I'll
I
be
saw
there, but-
Opeth this year for the first time, finally.
Opeth is
This
so
year?
good live.
Yeah. They
When?
played in March in Silver Spring.
Oh, man.
That show was incredible.
Yes, it was great.
Was that before I knew you?
No, that was this year, right? Did you
Yeah.
see them this year?
You were
Which
in the
one?
band for
When
2
did-
years.
Did I see you there?
Did you even tell me you were at the show? I don't remember.
What's the show that I ran
We
into
still have
you
people
at? That was the
watching.
Behemoth
Periphery.
show.
Periphery, right?
No, was it Periphery?
This year?
I saw.
Periphery is the one I wanted to go to, but I couldn't make it to.
Was it Periphery? I ran into you.
That was Periphery.
Yeah,
Periphery-
you
Periphery
pretended
was
like
like-
you didn't know me, and you moved on.
Periphery was
Probably.
like a week
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
before.
Yeah, that
Perf-
happened.
Yeah, that
Like
was
I
the-
was there with my cousin, and I saw Andy, and he's like, "Oh, hey," and he went off with his friends. I'm like, "Okay."
You
That's-
got
yeah, that was like a week
snubbed.
before the Opeth
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
So yeah, I went to the Opeth show and
Friends.
amazing. And there was supposed to be a Devin Townsend
Well, you
show.
ignored
Friends.
me. So,
They're just
I
people
mean-
I associate with.
There was supposed to be a Devin Townsend show like a week after
You're
that.
saying
and,
we're
like,
not your friends?
I don't know if it's somewhere else.
So-
but-
Are we also people you associate
I
with?
guess.
Apparently.
I mean, worlds colliding. It's weird.
You gotta choose, I guess.
I remember talking to
So-
Lindsay, and like, was that weird? 'Cause that
Mary's
felt
wanted
weird.
your opinion on Winter Sun.
When
Yeah,
is-
I
When is
saw.
interacting with me not weird?
Not at shows. It's
I
fine.
honestly,
Apparently.
Mary, I don't remember this band other than you mentioning
Oh,
the
she's
name.
bringing that up.
I don't remember any of their music. I'm
Wait,
sorry.
what band are you talking
Winter
about?
Sun.
Winter Sun.
Oh.
The band that apparently Mary
It-
played for like a bazillion
It's okay,
years
it's
while
okay,
they were
Mary.
dating.
I remember Winter Sun.
But you didn't live with her.
For like 5 years.
You
yeah.
don't know that.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't.
All right, next question. Let's move on.
I was in the
Go-Go's.
closet the
But to
whole
be
time.
fair, like they're
Okay.
pretty good. Like they're pretty good.
Yes, Winter Sun is good.
Yeah. So next question. All right. So
There were no
what
more
are we?
questions.
No more questions. Guys.
I think we scared
Help
everyone.
More
Really?
questions. More questions,
No.
Scared
please.
everyone off.
Well, everyone's logged off.
Oh my god.
No, yeah, we still have all 13 people here.
All 13.
All
Wow.
13.
Woo. I feel popular.
Yeah.
Swim to the Moon, Michael, is great. That was the first two BT Bam songs I heard were Swim to the Moon and Selkie's Endless Obsession.
Oh my
Those are
goodness.
both fantastic.
My first song was White Walls.
That's a great song. It's even better in context. Yeah, but that is one of their best songs.
Were you at the what was it
the Colors
10th anniversary?
the Colors performance?
Yeah.
Was that in 2017? Oh yeah, because 10 years. Yeah. Yes, I was at that show, but that was
Me too.
before I knew you guys.
Damn.
It's funny. Andy and I have been to like 3 concerts together before we met.
Yeah.
No, that's the case with me and
You
some
know
of
that,
my
like,
friends.
a lot of
Like
people go to
Jason
some-
and
I think
Josh.
that you and I have
Yeah.
been the same
And
Opeth
we went
concert.
to like an Opeth show with Mastodon and Ghost, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I literally watched Matt on stage in another band without realizing that he was there at all.
Live.
Yeah, literally
Like, you were
live.
there.
I was there. It was his first show with that
You-
band, and I
right.
did not process
And
at
you-
all
you
that Matt
made-
was a human being.
Special attention to ignore me.
Yep.
Despite not even knowing me.
I had no idea who you were.
Like 7
the,
years.
the relationship was already formed.
Right. Right. You just saw me and was like, I'm gonna not
I'm gonna not process
pretend
that
he exists. Yeah.
For some reason, I thought you were just chugging a wine bottle, and I was just like, all right, this is where we are.
Get real. No, I saw Matt with the Cassandra syndrome.
We
and,
played a
like,
few shows. My first show with Cassandra Syndrome was with you guys.
I know, that's what I'm talking
And A
about.
Sound
right
of
now.
Thunder.
Yeah.
That was where you
That's
met.
a deep cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a deep cut.
Yeah.
That's a deep cut. I met Nina for the first time, and she didn't want to talk to me, and I was sad.
No,
and,
let's.
and then
No.
To be fair,
I didn't know
Nina
Matt
is like the most
existed.
awkward person to meet in real life because like
She-
I
That's
feel
not.
like
No,
Nina
Nina's
is
fine.
a wonderful human being.
no, she's great, but like I feel like I talk to Nina all the time on social media, but when I interact with her in real person, it's like the most awkward experience.
I mean,
ever.
I've
I
never
feel
had.
like-
I've never had an awkward
I
experience.
feel
I'm
like
sorry.
anyone who
It's-
talks about
it's so
interact.
logic- just,
But
Jesse,
seriously,
if everyone-
hold up. Though, if anyone had talked to anyone else that they knew about, like, meeting the lead singer of Master Sword, they'd say exactly the same fucking thing. I never know what to say to people when they talk to me.
You can be a bit awkward.
100% awkward. I
You're
am just like
super awkward.
I am an awkward train. Like, you can approach me and be like, "You are awesome," and I'm like, "Thanks, man." Words are hard. Like, that's literally a conversation I'm pretty sure I've had with a person. Like, I don't know what my problem is. So
I don't know. I'm pretty.
that's not how that conversation goes.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like, you get what I'm saying. Like, it's weird. But I was so excited because it was like the first time. I was really young. I was like 18 maybe, and I was like meeting another person who was a
Wait,
female singer of another band.
You were
and it was
18 when
crazy.
I met you.
I don't remember.
No.
You are not.
I don't know. I was
been like.
no. Maybe
I was
I
18 for a very long time.
was, maybe I was like 20 or.
You were in
21.
your 20s.
It would have been really early 20s though. I was not in like.
This
sync for that
was
long.
okay. My first concert with Cassandra Syndrome would have been 2011, 2012 maybe.
Okay, I was very young.
How long were you in Cassandra Syndrome?
Years.
Years. How many years?
A lot.
How many
A
years?
lot of years. He can't do math either. Don't ask.
Probably like 4, I'd guess. 3 or 4.
Interesting.
Look,
My goodness, we have weird
coming
questions.
coming from a band that did barely anything, going to a band that actually had shows and actually had played big shows. We opened for Hell Yeah at Shiley Acres in West Virginia.
Is that exciting?
I signed a boob, so yes.
Holy shit.
I've signed boobs before, man. I'm just saying.
Yours don't count.
You signed your own.
I signed boobs.
Actually, the one time that I signed a boob, it was one of the most uncomfortable experiences ever. Like, because I make everything awkward. Literally, the person asked me to sign her boob, and I was like, "Are you sure though?" like a weird person. Like, I made it.
It's
so much
always a
weirder than
weird
it had to
thing.
be.
Like, it's never not a weird
I was
thing.
like,
It's like,
"But
why?
are you sure you want me to sign your boob?" Like,
Now,
do you?
the real question:
do
were you able to like get like a good like surface
Yeah.
to?
I just grabbed the
It works pretty
whole
well, actually.
thing
Like,
and
there were
just
no
went
issues.
for it. You know.
You're doing it wrong. You got to do it from the beneath.
From the
So-
bottom?
Yeah, so you can get some texture there. You know, a firm handle on the situation.
Yeah.
If you.
You got to make sure
Yeah.
you know the handwriting's clear. So
Yeah.
you know, do what
It's
you got to do.
calligraphy, it's an art.
I feel like this is a good time to end.
Drum solo?
Sure.
Hey,
Woo!
hey! You were being so good.
We should probably wait for Kojo to get back.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk some more about boobs.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what is your favorite color of the alphabet?
7.
Oh, Lindsay has some questions.
Uh-oh.
And my favorite color of the alphabet
Sean never
is
likes
yellow.
to hear that.
My New Year's resolution is to be more productive in doing anything. When are we doing that Smash Bros. Or Jackbox party? I don't
We
know.
should do Jackbox.
We
sometime.
should. That would be so much fun.
Yeah, we did do that at some point.
I've never played Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box?
No,
Jackbox.
Jackbox.
Jack-
We
Jackbox.
did
It's fun.
Jackbox games at some point, like in the summer.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you weren't.
It was
there
at
for
the
some
very
reason.
beginning.
You
of
decided that we
COVID
weren't
where,
friends. We were
like,
just people that you like interacted with sometimes. So
Excuse me?
You weren't there either, though. I think
No,
it was just
probably
me,
not.
Sean, Kojo, and that's it, and the Discord members.
Yeah, we had Discord people
when did that happen?
in the summer sometime.
Why didn't I participate?
You're probably
That's-
busy. Or something.
You're bitter.
That's a fair assessment, but I want to know why I was bitter.
Maybe you were moving. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
were
know.
in Pennsylvania, so there's a lot of bitter.
So on that note,
Bye.
Are we done?
Okay.
Alright, drum solo?
Yep. Go for
Yeah.
it. Do it. Andy's gonna do a drum solo.
Do it.
I'm so sorry for the situation that may happen with the mic.
It's gonna
You
be
might
loud.
wanna- yeah.
Our ears-
Everyone, turn your volume down now.
Yeah.
Our
It's gonna
ears
be rough.
are not protected.
Thank you guys so much for coming.
Bye.
And
Thank you.
you guys, Merry Christmas.